Well, God damn it. Known you for a long goddamn time.
Too fucking long. I take it back too.
Did you remember a certain ride or something, dog? Like,
hell, plenty of man. Y'all just holler at me, man. Sean P. East, man. Y'all go on my IG and all that in the bio, man. It got the line, you know what I'm saying, the holler. You know what I mean? But it gotta be worth something, man. I ain't just doing, I don't need nobody money. I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? So it got to be something that you can really bring to the table that we can do some business, you know what I'm saying? Because you can have money, goddamn, but if you ain't got no following, we ain't doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? So fuck that shit, you know what I mean? Keep that little money in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't hurting for no money. Come holler at me on some business deal, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we could meet in the middle. I got something to offer. If you got something to offer, then we know we got there to do something crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Broke it in front of me, I broke it out down and I served it up by the dime. I know what I drew, a nigga, my pocket kept growing. These niggas start hating. My friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. I go biz and I go crazy. I go pro and you go hang. Yeah, I might go lack, I might go dame. I switch it up, I keep them hang. I put it in these nigga face. They insecure, these nigga base. These niggas fake it till they make it. Fuck having patience for that snaking. One life to live, don't make me take it. If you go back though, niggas, let's get you some paper. You can't take my hoe, them bitches take it. My bitch don't want no conversation, she want paper. That's you, my friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. Nigga change, but I remain, nigga. Try to know my pain, I'm popping painkillers. Niggas ain't the same, nigga. You acting strange, nigga. Just like a lame, nigga. Yeah, fuck what you pretend to be. These pussy niggas ain't no kin to me. Yeah, I protect my energy. My energy protecting me. Protect your trust, watch everything you see. Yeah, egg Glock I trust, you know I play for keep. Cause I get nervous when these niggas say they friend of me. Shout out Nino, rest in peace, man, I can't get no sleep. My friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy. My friend. I don't know if they're my friend or me or my enemy.
Two hook shot and one beat.
On my bros.
On my bros.
I'm ready, my son.
Oh, bitch in front of me, I broke it out down and I served it up by the dime. I know what I drew, a nigga, my pocket kept growing.
See, he's doing too much. He's got to.
Oh, they did give you the wheat bread. Look,
He's got. Hey, hold on, man. What the fuck just happened? What's wrong with this?
He took the white bread and said, that's mine, bro. This is shit. I was like, Red Spider weed. He said, I smoke weed and eat weed. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Hey, okay.
Hey.
Explain yourself.
I forgot my wallet, but I got some weed right here. Hey. That was the last thing that was said on there. Let me check my mic and say what's up to y'all. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm staying in good spirits while I present this to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to do my do the drags. I do it like 1 in the morning when people are listening to me that y'all don't need to hear what I'm saying. But you know, I'm gonna do justice. I'm gonna do justice, but I'm definitely not gonna sit here and you know, just chop somebody's head off or anything like that. I'm just gonna, you know, present, and then y'all can take it from there. What's up, your sunshine? La Dawn, what it do? Barn Dog, you're always in the building early. I appreciate that. What's up, Just Roxy? Thank you for being a member. RNY, what it do? Watching from the clouds. Oh, I thought you typed, hey, I'm watching from the clouds. I'm like, yep, that's pretty obvious in your name. But you always got good chats, so drop down, okay? Watch this, Crafty. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's very basic. It's a ABC 1 2 3. You know what I'm saying? I think that we could come out, or I could come out and explain this situation or whatever here. It's very simple. You always know I have good receipts. So, you know, I might put up a couple polls. I don't have any idea, you know what I'm saying? Because I already put something out there on the community wall. I'm gonna give you all a sneak peek of you know, some shade. What's up, SLC? And thank you very much. Hey, Victoria Dove. Thank you very much, y'all, for participating in my poll. This is exactly what the poll was about. But let's go ahead, let's get drum rolls and everything else, and we will go over this one more time. But let's do this some justice, right? This is what I was saying. You know, first your heartbeat raises and stuff, and then you know, you just start panicking, things like that when you partake in activities with a little bit too much consumption. What's up, CEO? How you doing? All right, so I'll do this once. I will do this again, but I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek of one of my wonderful polls I put out there. All right, so here we go. Here's the heartbeat first. And then, oh my God, let's see what happens. So again, thank you for participating in my poll. You know, some of y'all took it one way, some of y'all took it the other, but if you know me, you know what that means. Anyway, what up? Big Rigs is out here. What up? What up, L Blue? What up, Beef Sector East Nuts? Shit. Hey, I think you're coming back like after Thanksgiving, aren't you, Riggs? Let us know, man, so I can share that out and get you back rolling. All right, so let's get right into it instead of me rambling and doing a long intro about absolutely nothing. Okay, so we're here. We're here. You see the title. The title basically says, Bree, we don't get along with the, or we don't go along with the get along, and video proof that you lied about me and RNY's content. What's up, Queen Tulsa? What it do, Queen Tulsa? There you go. All right, I see little news and stuff you got going on over there, but you've been funny as hell though. Getting up and looking crazy and stuff in that garage with your backup gaming chair and shit. I don't know what happened to the first one, but yeah, you be getting up and doing your thing. It's funny as hell, to be honest with you. I just shouted you out, Queen Tulsa. Stop it, okay? And you know, if you have a show coming up, I'll have one of the mods drop the link. Okay, so as I said, we're gonna jump right into it without any nonsense, right? Okay, so we got a little bit of a timeline here of debunking things, and Bree feels like it's necessary no matter what proof is presented. That laugh track gets me every time. I know, Crafty. Did you you know, as I say, okay, I appreciate that. Your sunshine. You listening while you're at work. Let's go. Hey, arts and crafts. I'm gonna do that one more time, like once I get into the commentary, and I want y'all to tell me what the hell it is, right? we always have to remember, like, this stuff that I'm presenting in our favor, like in RNY and I's favor, is not trolling at all whatsoever, but there is definitely some trolling involved in here. If you look at my poll about the quadruple cheeseburger and you put two and two together, you'll pretty much understand why I put that poll out there. As I said, I don't try to be mean, I don't try to be hateful, I don't try to be spiteful, none of that out in the YouTube streets. It's really not that serious, but being lied on, absolutely not. No matter how much I hate you, how much I like you, I will not lie on you. Especially if you present the evidence. Okay, so why is Bree in the title? I'm gonna walk y'all through the timeline real quick with receipts. All right, so we had a situation come to us, right? And it was about drip. And everybody thinks that we were chasing down the storyline, and people said, oh, the drip storyline is boring, boring, boring. Leave it alone. It's boring, boring, boring. But then everybody tuned in and everybody talked about it on several platforms, whatever. Okay, so why did that create a controversy, right? Because we got blindsided. We literally got blindsided with the whole fact that he was going to be presented as unalived via something that we saw in our chat. In the chat, it basically said that, Drip is no longer with us. Whoop-de-whoop. Okay. So I was like, all right, my people were like, it always happens like this. Remember, people were commenting in the chat below the description, Instagram, Cash App, whatever, that, I need to really look into that story because it seems a little bit crazy, right? So obviously, when we brought Gigi and everybody over here, they admitted in front of everybody, I do it in front of everybody, my investigations or whatever you want to call Inspector Gadgets, because I want y'all to see it roll out right here. But even though I do that, for some reason, you still don't believe it. You think so? Nothing's a play, nothing's crazy behind the scenes, and we're actually going to watch those clips. Okay. Now, what I want you to take from this is the fact that we did this. Let's just go with 4 days ago. I think it was 3, but let's go 4. 4 days ago, we did the debunking. Now, after we did that, we were over at Lemons, and then boom, all of a sudden Marcus comes through. Marcus comes through and states some claims that I am in, these workers, we'll just call them workers, female workers, chats and all that other stuff, or not chats, but I'm sending them messages and all that other stuff. Now, crazy thing is, it got debunked over there. Okay. When it was debunked over there, obviously, I came back here to defend myself because there were more questions to answer, and then the receipts couldn't be presented properly like I wanted to. But okay, fine. In that situation, Bree typed, hey, RNY is taking a hit. Basically that slight against me. I'm a bad person, whatever. That's just straight up hate. Okay. But then, knowing that we already presented the facts about Marcus, which I'm going to show y'all in a minute, Bree came over here and typed, oh, y'all are over here, putting people in early graves. Now, I want y'all to understand that chat was made here. I'll show it to you right now. Okay. And we'll get into that in a second, but let me prove the drip thing to y'all first. Okay. So the chat, oh, damn. Wait a minute. Got it. StreamYard, boy, StreamYard. Okay, here's the chat. Okay, so this is after we proved, debunked, and everybody said they're lying. So when I show these receipts coming up, I want you to understand this was yesterday. This was days after we already debunked the Marcus situation, that it was a lie, and we got that pulled out of Gigi. And then everybody freaked out that she put a lie in the comments. But this is a straight up lie in the comments because we already proved this to be wrong. So why come over here when we're debunking something completely different about Marcus and then put something that we already proved and make it feel true? So let me show you the things. Okay, so imagine you're Bree right now, right? And you're typing this, but these things have already been proven. I don't know if people think that lives go away, go away, or there's no receipts ever, or you got to track some people down to help you prove yourself. Hey, what's up? Queen is real. What's up, TMO? Hey, Anyway, so we're gonna listen to the first receipt, and this is how Sour Patch breaks down RNY and I getting down to the bottom of things. And you're also gonna hear in the next receipt that we had absolutely no idea, and then we got the admission. So why don't we get the benefit of the doubt after we make an admission, or after we get an admission to somebody that's running game? So let's listen to Sour Patch break it down on how we were dealing with the situation, and then we'll go on to the next receipt. Let's go.
NV and RNY. And NV, like you said, is putting out the information that was provided to him. Now, I'm going to talk as a content creator and also as a supporter. And NV is not doing anything different than any content creator with the information that has been provided to him, that they would have done. They would have done the same thing. They would have made a live, try to get to the bottom of it, get the people involved, and try to see what the hell is really going on. Now, as a subscriber, we, me being one of them, a heavy supporter, we have all been on NV and RNV's butt behind. Like, what's going on? Let's get to the bottom. I mean, what's happening? And it would be a very big injustice to us as a supporters if they would have sat on this information. Been pissed. I would have been like, wait a minute. So you guys are just gonna drop the ball. NV and RNV.
That's what I always get, y'all. Straight up. People are like, okay, cool. You had Drip over here. We know you guys have a relationship. We know y'all are cool, whatever. We didn't like what we heard. Good evening. Good evening, Sarah. How you doing? Sarah? I haven't seen you comment very often in my comment section. Hopefully you're okay, because you always do that. RMV is y'all couple Dave. RMV is the yep. There you go. Thank you very much, TMO, for straightening that out. Okay, so hey, your pleasure. How you doing? All right. So remember, okay, this is something that we debunked days ago, right before Breeze texts. I'm going to show y'all one more time. I will make sure that everybody follows along and y'all get it. So again, this text right here, okay, you all are about to hear this, but then a couple days later, Breeze said, I'm fake, but y'all around here putting people in early graves. Really? Okay. So let's listen to the debunk right here and the admission that we are actually getting the wool pulled over our eyes. And then I really want people to appreciate the fact that we did it right in front of y'all. Like, we didn't do any crazy, weird, call a Secret Service agent to look into anything. We did it right here in front of you, just plain as day. So let's go ahead and listen to this admission, and then we'll move forward. Let's go.
Vegetative state. What's going on? Is he in? And she didn't tell me if he was really deceased or if he was on life support. The only thing she told me
because I told you it's not my business to sit there and say I wasn't supposed to be saying all this to you right about now. But I did. Mm-hmm. But I did. She asked. I sit there, you know what I'm saying? I mess with y'all. So I told y'all want to know, what is it that I put in the chat? I think I owe it to y'all to give y'all, what I did, because I did put that in your chat. You know what I'm saying? So I told y'all. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's not like
today.
I didn't tell y'all. I'm just saying it's not like I did. It'd be different if I didn't tell. You know what I'm saying? I did tell y'all. Mm-hmm. So.
Right.
But when I talked to you on why there, right, the shadow of the doubt, I was like, what's going on? What's this? It was in the chat, this and that, or whatever. Mm-hmm. You said basically, I know that you want to address what was in the chat. That she said he was on the live. That's where we're at. I don't know about heads and trauma and hips and legs and all that.
We didn't put out that he was dead. Unalived. We didn't put that out. We were just trying to get to the bottom to see if this was really true, because Gigi said she couldn't say too much more than what she told me, which was something happened at that fire. He fell and hit that ground. Caused some
and
other
you people in here, yeah. Okay, well, what I clearly said is I wasn't there. The man could have got hit. The man could have swung and missed. I don't know. I said, as far as I know, I don't understand what people don't understand. Look at the title of the damn live. I didn't say, oh yeah, Drip is on the live. I said, I don't want any more content over here about Drip because I don't know enough about the situation other than what was put in my chat saying that he was unalive. Like, the twists and turns. People think RNY and Emmy came up with a story that somebody was unalived. No, it was a bunch of if what do you do as a content creator when a bunch of people take screenshots, send it, ask you about it, want you to clarify, oh, this person was over here, that person's over there. I'm going to clarify it. And all RY and I talked about is to see if any information has been verified or not. And I was trying to come out and try to clear this up. So it's very simple. Gigi's here and put unalived in the chat. Vonnie's down there and says that she knows he's not unalived. So that's where we're at right now. I didn't know what either of them were going to say.
And the sister confirms. And the sister confirms too, Envy and RNY.
Like everybody, we're great.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
No, JC, I'm glad you're here, though. This is almost done. I want y'all to pay attention to exactly what Gigi says. Like, did you guys not get clarification that she lied and kept us out of the loop? So why are we typing that in the chat? Let's go.
That RNY is saying, because it's crazy because y'all not listening to her, because clearly she just sit there and said, after I did it, she called me to see if he was or wasn't. Okay, she found out the story. I sit there and told her the most as I could sit there and tell her, and now we're here to today. So we're not about to keep on going on talking about the sister said it. RNY knows that already.
Yeah, but why would you put that in the chat if you wasn't sure or you were playing a game? Well, knowing that people would be concerned.
That's what he just. I mean, the man the man been dragging so fucking much. You know what I'm saying? He's stressed out about this pretend baby. Man was hoping to have a goddamn baby and shit like that. Now this is happening to him. At this present time, that's the state of mind that he wants to be in when we want everybody to know he's gone. Maybe that's the press talking to him. Maybe that might be the pain pills that was talking to him. But he just didn't want nobody to really talk about him no more. So people thinking that maybe y'all would just stop.
That's kind of extreme.
But to say that somebody has been unalived, I mean that's
where his mind might be.
Because obviously he's gonna pop out.
Not understanding what that man been through.
Well, that's a risk you take when you come out here. I've been through a lot out here too.
Some people can't handle all that. It's just a lot of pressure on them right about now.
So you're knowingly lied to this man that he was unalived?
He's definitely going to be under pressure.
And it's just a lot right now. The man.
Well, why didn't you just say that he's taking a break?
See, what's happening is Just Krista did speak with the sister, I believe, because Just Krista is familiar with the people right now. But you're hearing Gigi walk through the fact that, he didn't want to be bothered. He, wanted to be left alone on YouTube or whatever. And she went ahead and put in that in the chat. You also heard RNY say that we wanted to find out and get down to the bottom of it, what was going on with Drip, because we don't want it on our shoulders that we're saying that he was unalived. So basically, what you got to understand here is you're thinking that 4 people on the panel right now know what the hell is going on. Literally in front of y'all's eyes, RY and I are doing a deep dive to see what the hell's going on. You heard that Gigi said, she put it in the chat. You heard that Gigi said that basically Drip wanted to deflect. So I'm really trying to figure out why this wasn't debunked right here. Like, we can literally sit here and listen to this. A 3rd or 4th grader could tell that this is very, very obvious.
Now
don't you think that it's pressure to put him in this situation?
He just want to be left alone. That's all.
Well, why didn't you just? Then why don't you just?
And if that's what he wanted out here to tell y'all he gone, then he gone.
Okay, but why don't you just say, well, I think he's taking a break, or I'm encouraging him to take a break?
No, that's not what he wanted. That's how bad the YouTube tore that man up in this baby. Y'all even had the baby mama. Y'all was even donating money to a baby mama that didn't.
But you knew all of that,
baby.
and you came on here and you just downright lied, and now that you're getting caught up in it, you're in your feelings and trying to make it everybody else's problem.
The pain that he felt. I'm not talking for the pain that I felt for it, which I was doing.
Oh, Molly, you did check that out. Molly said, I think they're having a funeral for him today. So I think the entire sector treats death very lightly and loosely. Funerals have happened in the beef sector, but between ops. Yeah, basically. But see, here's the thing, Molly, just like you're obviously, typically when there's a funeral with somebody, it's like a YouTube funeral. Like, hey, we want you out of the beef sector, or hey, we're not going to come to your channel, whatever the case may be. But they were playing with real life, right? So what I'm really not understanding is the funeral and repass is yes, it is. Yeah, they're dragging that on, Arsocrafts, and we literally sat here and debunked it. But when people like Bree go ahead and just push another narrative and discredit people, then obviously their content's gonna drag on, because it was supposed to be debunked right here. No. Boonky. No. What I'm showing right here is that Gigi is admitting that it was made up, that she came out here. The reason for this live right here, not this live, but the live that you're looking at, was because we were trying to figure out why she put that in the chat. Just like anybody else. See how Molly's typing? She typed that Drip was gone, and he was unalived and whatever, because there was a fight. There was a fight between him and Mike G, and we already went through that craziness. All right, so all this, and he could have just logged out and never came back, right? Well, the funny thing is he's going to be back. Hey, SLC, thank you so much for always participating in my comments. I really appreciate it. They don't give a F. No, they don't. I believe these people are somewhat his friends. Is a strange thing too. Right. And the thing is what you all have to focus on is, like, I don't really care about this sector. I really don't care about these people that are on here. I don't care about anything else other than the fact that I'm trying to point out the timeline of why this happened. Right. So just imagine all of this was taken care of. What's up? What's up, Lady Snoop? Lady Snoop is a superhero. She's producing shows and getting ready to go with who you going with? You going with Mr. Or wait, you're going with West? I can't call him Mr. West. I'm sorry. You're going to Vegas with West. Jesus Christ. They're going to say we're all lying about that too. So when she used the word unalive, I knew she was, well, shit. Yeah, true. Snoop, we're in the building. Let's go, Barn Dog. All right, so let's keep it moving, right? Okay, so does this give you guys enough context to debunk the fact that this woman literally said, I just did that and put it in the chat because that was our plan? Here, let me move this thing real quick. How the hell? Hold up. Okay, anyway, okay, great. StreamYard decides when it wants to work and when it doesn't. It's a very interesting program, y'all. But anyway, all right, so next on the list was, all right, let me come back. Let me bring that down so I could talk to y'all. Okay, so y'all heard that, right? Like, does anybody feel like RNY and I didn't debunk it like 4 days ago, that we didn't debunk that the woman lied and that Drip was still around? I mean, if you guys take it a different way, because Bree thinks that we're in some kind of play with Drip, because right here, see, and I'm going to show you this one more time, but I'm going to make sure that I follow the timeline, right? So we are looking at this. I'm fake, but y'all around here putting people in early graves. That was literally days after we proved it to be incorrect. And she was here. She was in the chat, obviously. So anyway, so what happened to us after that? You say Snoop West of the bill. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we going to call them? Snoop West? And we got to come up with a name for Snoop and Mr. West. But anyway, okay, cool. Debunk that situation, right? Great. Now everybody, well, a lot of people know that the Marcus thing came up, right? And what's up, Soul Fight? And the Marcus thing that came up over at Lemons was that I was reaching out to women workers, right? He popped up out of nowhere. I mean, it was crazy to me, right? He popped out of nowhere talking about Evie reached out to my girls and this and that and this, right? No benefit of the doubt given it all whatsoever. And I showed you all some of the receipts yesterday, okay? One of the receipts was this, right? When Marcus pulled up on Lemon's platform, everybody was in an uproar. They're like, oh yeah, Envy did it, Envy did it. So basically when he pulled up, he was like, give me the phone. And he's like, you know, has everybody been, you know, the people that reach out to you, what have you gotten? And she's like, well, you know, a lot of people had encouraging words and this and that. And, you know, some people were trying to save my life and tell me they could get me a house and put me up and do this and do that. And then he was like, oh, really? Okay, let me see your phone. He grabbed her phone like he was extremely jealous. It was crazy, right? But the verification that everybody says, you all say we should verify. That's what y'all said about the Marcus thing. Why didn't you and RNY do your homework? Why didn't you and RNY verify that this man was unalived or alive or whatever the case may be? But y'all drugged Sour Patch or whatever when she called a hospital or two, but we're supposed to verify. Okay, so let's go with that, right? Let's play devil's advocate and say we dropped the ball and didn't verify, which that's not the truth, because I literally just showed you the discovery in real time. I do stuff in real time for y'all. I don't do that weird. I'm not a part of a clique, a group, a rotation of content. None of that bullshit. I just press the go live button and what happens, right? Okay, so basically this is the verification that y'all needed. I'm not going to put this stuff up here long because I did a show on it yesterday, but I'm going to lead you into what Bree put in Lemon's chat, which is crazy. And this is all the verification that she needed. And I did say very, very clearly that shows her allegiance to RNY and how fast she can flip and flop, right? And no pun intended, but okay, so basically this is what y'all saw on Lemon's panel, right? They're like, oh, we'll show that Envy reached out to you. Like, is there anything wrong with that picture, right? Like, Envy didn't I mean, if y'all think that was verification, but Bree jumped in, right? After I said I have receipts, you know what I'm saying? So this is the actual receipt, right? It says, I saw you on the Atlanta Street interviews. Hit me back to do a paid interview on my YouTube channel. I didn't say I was trying to change this woman's life. I didn't say that I'm some kind of savior or anything like that. And then Bree, I heard you say something about, you know how this ends, you know, for someone like, not for someone like, but you said, you know how this ends, you know, RNY, be careful because Envy does like to go out and get crackheads that he wants to change their lives and stuff like that. Like you said, that's paraphrasing, but you basically said that. Like, can you put a name on that? Who are you talking about? What crackhead am I trying to bring into my house, save and turn their life around or whatever? Like, can we get a name, put a name on it? You know, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. So anyway, when we went over to Marcus's or whatever, he basically said, hey, y'all. And you know what? Hey, I still had to do a show on him because I think that it was bullshit that he even pulled up and tried to run that play, because I really think that the play would have ran if I didn't drop in the chat. I dropped in the chat specifically to debunk the situation. But anyway, let's keep moving. Marcus came and said, well, you know, he popped back up because it was like Envy's in the chat, type, right? Okay, so Envy being in the chat or whatever, he dropped back down and said, you know what, hey, you know, Envy, I looked at the messages, y'all, and Envy just put that he wanted to interview. And you know what, if he really wanted to interview, I don't think that he was trying to do this and that, because I don't see anything in the messages. Whoop-de-whoop. That would have been a great time, Bree, to be like, hey, you know, earlier I said that, you know, RNY is taking a hit. Like, oh, I said that earlier, but I kind of retract my statement based on what I saw. So I just think that was very, very telling. I think that was very, very crazy to me. And it doesn't make any sense. It's literally pure hate. And y'all want me to verify information, but when somebody comes back and puts something in the chat that's a clear lie, I literally just ran the receipts for everybody. Everybody freaking knew that we had absolutely nothing to do with quote unquote running a play when it had to do with drip. Everybody knew. Okay. So since that chat didn't work about Marcus and Lemon's chat, Bree felt like it was necessary to come over here and drop something else to see if it would stick. But it's all about selective outrage. It's all about YouTube cool people versus the damn, I don't know. I don't want to disrespect anybody, but there is a hierarchy in high school and shit. But anyway, that's why I'm basically putting that out there, because if you don't think that there's video evidence, I literally showed you. So again, timeline one, came over here. We debunked the drip thing. Number two, Marcus was over at Lemons throwing smut on my name. It was proven to be incorrect, but Bree still said RNY is taking a hit. Timeline number three, when we debunked the drip thing days ago. Now, days ago, before this chat, Bree felt like it was smart to come over and literally put this. I don't know how in the hell anybody can't think that this is bullshit. Like this was, I keep reiterating this. This was 3 days after we debunked it. I just played it for you. Why come over here and do that? I'm fake, but y'all around here putting people in early graves. No, we already proved that. Why do you keep taking shots? It's almost like you're throwing spaghetti at the wall to make sure that it's cooked to see what sticks. It's crazy to me. So I don't know why people could be so upset about what Gigi put in the chat. I am not going to sit here and say that Gigi did anything right or anything like that. I do not condone coming out here and lying and doing this and doing that. RNY and I had to take a hit for that, actually. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good or whatever, but obviously we were able to debunk whatever the hell we needed to debunk. So let me look at the comments and see where we're at right now. I'm going to scroll up as much as I possibly can. What's up, YouTube cameras? I see you down there in the comments at the bottom. But let me see what's going on down here. Let's see. We got Queen Tulsa. Let me see. We got Brown Eyed Beauty. I already addressed that. Having a funeral for him. Yep, you're right. What's up, Jasmine? I didn't say what's up to you, Lady Snoop. Yeah, I already told you about your trolling with Mr. West and all the other shit. I'm ready to see that. You said some have concluded that Brianna just wants a problem with RNY so she does. She does. That's 100% true, because here's the thing. They're supposed to be quote unquote friends. And I don't understand. I'm literally sitting here and saying, I don't do anything to people that are trying to attack. Like, I'm so tired of debunking stuff. It's like one after another, after another, after another. Y'all haven't caught me doing a damn thing. Oh, I ran plays. What play? What play did I run? Like, you guys want to put a wager on there? Y'all could get together as a YouTube family and figure out what play I ran and how RNY is getting drugged into something, this and that. Yeah, Bree is continuously firing shots when all she has to say is, yeah, you know what? My bad. My comment down there, it was wrong. But you know what? Listen, I'm going to push it like y'all want to push it. And see, this is basically just me presenting the facts. And whatever happens after that, it happens after that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I definitely want to, there's a couple things I'm doing to help content creators. So don't just think I'm going after them, right? This year, for the cash apps, that form 1099-K has been put in place in 2024. If you received any more than $5,000 in cash apps for the year of 2024, just make sure that you have all your books in order. If you need any assistance, guidance, anything like that, I got you. But just make sure that everything is, buttoned up. Everything's good. Everybody's happy. And, just make sure everything's great. Okay. So anyway, all right. So let's keep going. Let's see. I said, what's up to YouTube cameras? What'd you say? Did y'all at any time know the unaliving story wasn't true? That is what was said. No, I know. YouTube cameras. That is exactly what was said, but you just saw it play out in front of you. That was said. So therefore we had to have that live. Remember I said, in that live, I was like, hey, our subscribers always want us to break down. Like if something happens or something's off, if there's a lie or we need to debunk something, that's what I said. That's exactly why we had that lie to discover, because I don't want to do that behind the scenes, not have the players in place. Imagine if I didn't have Gigi or anybody and I came out here and said, oh, yeah, y'all, it's a lie. She admitted that right in front of y'all. So absolutely, we did not know about the unaliving story at all. We said that in the receipt, right? Like RNY in front of everybody. And then just Krista even came over and said that the sister verified that that wasn't true. And then she said that it was put in the chat. So I don't, nothing against you, but I don't understand why the chronological order doesn't make sense to people. Not as as a YouTube family. Yeah. Hey, YouTube cameras, you're going to hear some crazy shit out of me today. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't try to keep people around long, drawing out, commentary or anything like that. See, I'm just a little bit different. Yes, it was in the back of RNY's mind that she wanted to, specifically address. But here's the thing, right? People are saying, oh, RNY's out there. Oh, she's in a scandal. Oh, this never happened before. Oh, there's got to be something coming up. Well, if somebody usually stays in the chat primarily and is well loved and hits a panel every once in a while, once you go into, being on a panel and creating content and networking with people, don't you think that you're more involved in some stuff? That's like saying that a subscriber was never messy until they became a content creator. Like, why, Bree, is that another presentation of trying to get everybody to sway on the side of RNYs being taken advantage of here? Why don't you just sit back, chill, relax, watch it happen, because you said that you know how this is going to end. How's it going to end? Okay. I'm not going to be disrespectful at this point, but what I will say in general form, I really don't think that you're qualified to give relationship advice. We'll just leave it right there. Okay. And as I said, like RNY definitely wanted to, face some of the issues or whatever head on. But at the same time, she knows I don't care. But she wants to be cordial. She definitely wants to maintain those relationships. But for me, period, if I have to come out and defend myself, that's fine, because whatever level people take it from there, then I get disrespectful. And then after I get disrespectful, what happens is then we just have to go into, another level. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just another level. You guys know the old me, and I'm not talking about trolling. I'm talking about make sure your books are in order, make sure you got everything straight. I'm not a cop or anything, but I could definitely present information that people could take and run with, right? Okay, cool. Is this a commercial? Absolutely not. Let's see here. Sorry, let me look and see what we got. A lot of these people have never filed taxes on their YouTube earnings despite the IRS knowing what their income was. Well, now arts and crafts, your AdSense check through Google is reported directly through your 1099 on YouTube, and your 1099 on YouTube through your business Cash App account has to be reported over $5,000. I'm just making sure that everybody has all their T's crossed and their I's dotted. That's all. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to help people, through the process of what folks basically, when they don't have any other out or whatever, how we get our neck, we get people's feet put on our necks. That's all. I'm just trying to be helpful. Just make sure that everything is in order, especially if you have an LLC and you're smart enough to actually have a minority owned strong small business under your channel name. But if you don't have any of that, just make sure you're good. Okay. Imagine if Gigi never came over, nobody would have lied to us about unaliving. That is correct. But at the same time, though, she was. Okay. So I can't monitor who I'm going to have come to my channel. You know what I'm saying? And I can't help, and I can't stop the things that come out of folks' mouths. Now, if it's a lie and it's bullshit and my supporters say we really need to look into that, that is when I jump in and try to figure it out. What'd you say? YouTube cameras, you heard Tommy has a third class. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about something else. L Blue's always running. Hang out, L Blue. Chill out. You're getting shady. Yes, I'm getting shady. She's unemployed, the beef sector, a couple other things. Woo! AU people still play Intel games. Okay. Gemini, Envy, I have an idea for some fun. Captain has been doing history of the Mo3 sector, and me and IGT wanted to unlock some of the old lives with y'all and Cartier Carlo. Okay. I have 90 think I got like 97 or no, I think I got 103 of my old Mo3 sector live. So ask me to unlock whatever you want. I'll drop it in my thing and put it on I'll put it on unlisted so you can use it. Just let me know. Why did my question get skipped? Because you said I'm being because you said you didn't know what the hell was going on. When you said shady, I didn't skip that question. Yeah, am I being shady? Absolutely. But at the same time, I'm presenting the facts. Now, this right here is definitely being shady. You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all caught it on the damn some of y'all caught it on the poll, and then some of y'all didn't. But I definitely want to, start off with the heartbeat. The heart is like really, really the elliptical type situation, right? The heart starts beating, do, 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 do. And then I was talking about, yeah, just look at the damn thing. Because some of y'all told me not to eat the cheeseburger and this and that. Just look a little bit closer, okay? I know you guys might be like, oh, I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to lighten the mood. I'm just trying to present my stuff. Trust me, this is not the level of trolling that I'm used to. Okay, I'm used to doing crazy shit. But here we go. We're gonna start off with a heartbeat, and then we're gonna start off with the decision to go get this big ass burger, and then we're gonna move on to the next segment. Ready? Let's go. That's like amateur level trolling. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? Got to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then also, what I did? There seems to be an issue with, I'm not going to do this again because I'm beating this to death, but there seems to be quite the issue with, there seems to be quite the issue with $4.99 super chats around here. So let me play a little bit of a beat. What I'm going to do is I have beats, right? So this is the $4.99 super chat beat. Just gonna play a little bit for you so I can get the rest of this information together for you. Entertain, open up the damn platform, and we're gonna keep it moving, right? All right, let's go. I'm gonna pull my stuff. Hey, Pete, I see you down there. Trust me, she'll speak for herself. But you know what? Your irritation shows that your man will never stick up for you, right? You can never win around here. If you take the girl that you're talking to and you stick up for her, she can't speak for herself and is controlling. But if you don't speak up for her, you're a bitch ass nigga. Like which one? Like you all will never be happy. So it is what it is. So Pizarro, whatever. I really hate the fact that I said that you kept it real for 2 days in a row and said, nah, that's probably not true about envy. Nah, I can't see that happening. And then when it got cracked open again, when Bree was talking on your own panel, you're like, nah, that doesn't quite sound right. So you kept it real for 2 days in a row. And like now you're in my chat talking about ROI can't speak for herself. No, listen. It has to do with RNY. I'm presenting the information. This is my channel. RNY will most definitely come up and say whatever the hell RNY wants to say. I'm not controlling it all whatsoever. I'm about king and queen. I mean, it's very, very obvious, right? My whole freaking channel is about man code television and holding ourselves accountable to how we treat women, right? But all of a sudden, hold on, let me make sure I pin this link real quick. All right. Okay. All right. So basically, I'm at the tail end of like what I'm presenting. There's gonna be more. I just want, as I said, like for example, there's always gonna be something. I can literally come up here and say, here's what we presented, we debunked. Here's what we presented, we debunked. Here's what we did, it got debunked. And it's a straight up lie. Like nobody will be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, it's really commendable that RNY. How do you know how RNY feels? Have you talked to her? Like, why can't you give the benefit of the doubt? You're never going to, but why can't y'all give the benefit of the doubt? Not y'all, but Pizarro. Why can't you give the benefit of the doubt that maybe she called, maybe we talked and she was hurt about the situation, right? But as a man, you're supposed to be like, oh, don't worry about it, just let it pass. But if a woman says, hey, no, that really hurt my feelings, this and that, not going to tell you about the conversation because, RNY did think that she had some real friends out here. And I'm not speaking for her. I'm basically telling you the basics of what we talked about and why I'm out here saying this. As I said, like the women that don't have a man that'll step for them are the ones that complain the most, and it is what it is. There's nothing I could do other than to come out and show the facts. I'm not asking anybody to damn think what I want them to think. You could think for yourself, right? I'm not doing that. But I'm always 100%. If I'm rocking with somebody and I see something wrong, I'm gonna step hard. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna beg and hey, I gotta go talk to 9 different people to try to rally folks up to be on my side. I'm big enough to do what I need to do. I'm cool. I don't need any help. You see me sitting up here by myself. I didn't get a crew together to get shares and this and that. No, I listened to what RNY had to say. And a real man lets a woman sit back and put her feet up when she's right. You know what I'm saying? Once you all as adults get together and you say, yeah, I really, I don't like that at all whatsoever. So you literally as a woman think that if you deal with a man that he's supposed to let you go out here and fight all your battles? She could say whatever she wants to say, but me, I'm going to step on shit. And as I told you already at the beginning, RNY is more cordial than I am. RNY has a YouTube family. RNY has friends that she talks to behind the scenes and all this other stuff. RNY has been here from the beginning of the beef sector. Therefore, I think that it's I'm gonna step. That's it. I've always done that. So be quiet. Anyway. So let me keep going. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Is the issue really that RNY is over here adding to your commentary and show and no longer adding? Yes. That's part of it. It's overall channel support. It really is, Brown Beauty. It was okay when she was in the chat. It was okay when she was cash chapping. It was okay when she was, calling and making sure everybody's okay. But she's changed. She's not dropping down in the chat. What is Envy over there doing to her? Nothing. Why can't you all literally look at the fact that we're going around bringing content? Like, okay, the drip thing y'all said was boring, but y'all gravitated to it. And then the Marcus situation or whatever, yeah, it was bullshit, but everybody grabbed onto it. Okay, is RNY hurt? Yes, I could say that openly because yes, she is. And as a person that has to watch, who has to actually watch up YouTube cameras.
Lord Jesus, Envy. Hello, how are you?
Let's go. Envy's back. How you doing? You did ask a question whether she's heard or whatever, so you want to get some context behind what I'm saying. What's up, Dr. Lasagna? Or geez, Lashanya. So what's up, YouTube cameras? What can I help you with?
But my headset got disconnected. Is my audio okay before I start?
Yeah, you sound good.
I'm going to be brief. Okay, thank you.
You're good.
Okay, so I'm going to be brief. So here's my thing. I think, like, even myself, the issue is that because she's heavily involved in the commentary, I'm giving it from my perspective. I heard the stuff that Bree said. Depending on how tight they are, I guess the way she looks at it is that and tell you you're looking bad out here, then be quiet and not say anything. Okay, but here is how I see it from an objective point of view. When I used to RNY giving commentary, now it's not new to her. As to content, she hits the link, she will hang out there, she'll be on the panel and all of that. So we know she knows how this stuff works, and she's beef sector. So I think because this is two ladies that are cool with each other, I feel in like thinking that maybe you are kind of not overstepping, but they probably might want to hear from her versus you, but I get it. It's your channel, and both of you, your names of the storyline. The storylines, I think, is the quality of the storyline. You got to know that the beef sector was not interested in that drip story. First, it remember it landed on Lemon's
Mm-hmm.
channel, and they talked, and it had to do with Lolo. They care about their own. It had to do with Lolo and that trip, and so therefore they were interested in that. Then all the other stuff, they entertained it because, let's be honest, it's kind of entertained it. However, then came all the other stuff involving him, whether or not that we're married or not. The abuse sector didn't budge. Even I didn't cover it because I'm like, this is old news. Then
Mm-hmm.
came all the other stuff, only for them to be found to be plays. I think that's why the commentary is the way that it is. I just have to be
That
honest.
makes sense.
And if I've been one to call out some of the, you did in the past, but I say that your page is in a different direction. You're doing things different. You're more consistent and all of that. However, unfortunately, these storylines that have turned out to be false and fake news,
Yeah, but we proved them false and
playish,
fake news. People don't run a play and
right?
tell on themselves. YouTube cameras, like that wasn't a play. It wasn't. Like why
Okay,
would
so
we
the
tell
play
on
was
ourselves?
probably on you guys because
On
you
us,
came
on us. We
follow
weren't running
live.
the play. It was ran against us.
Right, right. That's what it's appearing to be now. Yes, that's what it seems like. Right. Um. So yeah. So then it's gonna. If Bree and RNY are really the ones that, I mean, if RNY feels like, listen, RNY is a very, they're over here saying that you're controlling, but I'm not spicy RNY, and RNY can definitely stand on her own. So I think people should not undermine her because they're not used to seeing her in this new light of spearheading
Right.
on a panel.
So let me clarify a few things. Hey, YouTube
Hi,
family.
boo.
Hey, Envy. Hey, Boo. Hey, Envy. So let me
Let
go
me
ahead
let
and
y'all have.
I knew he was gonna do that. So let me go ahead and jump in right quick. Controlling, he's not. Like just how he is vocal and everything like that in front of the scenes, that's how I am with him behind the scenes as well. Like I definitely give my 2 cents. That's that. He may not always agree, I may not always agree. That's final. So controlling me, absolutely not. As far as this whole Brie thing, was I hurt? Absolutely, because never and Jay Wilson always says there's no friends on YouTube. I beg to differ on that, right? um
Right.
the part that hurt me the most was seeing Bree drop down in the chat and say, "Damn, how many hits is RNY supposed to take? What hits did I take?" And the reason why that hurt me is because maybe a week or so ago, she did a live where she apologized to Envy, and she was just like, because RY is a doll, I respect her. So my thing is this: like, if you have respect for me, why say, well, damn, how many hits she's supposed to take? That's the part that really,
Can I
really
try to
blew me.
explain? Can I try to explain to you how I understood
Yes.
it as a CC who likes you, who was
Yes.
watching and also scratching my head at the same time?
Hmm.
But I saw it a little. I would say that it's because it had already. I mean, like we didn't believe it by midway. Like
Hmm.
especially the unaliving one in particular, right? Midway through it, they say that the guy was in my chat. They said the guy that drip was in my chat. Um, and then the other storyline, it seemed playish, and I talked about the playishness of it and why I didn't cover it. And by that time, even if you didn't see like the rest of you guys, like the your live stream, like you and Envy breaking stuff down, I know that I definitely didn't see the one about the receipt and stuff because I already like saw holes in the thing, and I clicked out of the chat and I I didn't cover it. So I think in saying that you're taking hits, it is public hits by aligning yourself with envy, and some of these storylines have proved to be like fake news.
Yeah, but the thing
Look a
is
certain
we're
way,
the
like
ones
you
that
knew.
we're the ones that found out it was fake. Like, here's what you got to understand, YouTube cameras. When we had the live, RNY called me and said, "Yeah, Gigi reached out to me, and I still can't figure out why she put that in the chat. Let's break it down and figure out whether it's a lie, and then we can move on from there." Like, we
Yeah.
talk. We weren't in the see. That's what people say about the plays. Oh, the plays were ran, and y'all went. No, 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 no. We're debunking the plays. Like, don't you think that? How would you feel, YouTube cameras? And I hate putting this receipt up over and over again, but how would you literally feel if somebody said that they verified the information of what I wrote to these women off the streets, and basically this was their receipt that they went off of? How would you feel about that? Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you think okay, so this was gone, deleted or whatever, right? Like the live went away, but obviously,
Mhm.
trolls are trolls. I'm gonna get what I need to get. So how would you feel about people saying that and then typing in the chat, "Oh, I know RNY is taking hits"? This is no evidence at all whatsoever, because this is this girl Mocha. This is what I wrote, right? I saw you on
Mhm.
Atlanta Street interviews. He hit me back to do, or can you hit me back to do a paid interview on my YouTube channel? Here's why Marcus was upset, because Marcus came onto my panel one time and it was regular. I didn't know the guy from anywhere. I just saw Atlanta, whatever. Okay, I'm from Atlanta. Let's see what's up. But then a lot of people, as I said, the GG thing and everything else we have to debunk. People are like, "Oh, he takes care, or he takes advantage of homeless women." I went and looked it up. I came back and I said, "Yeah, this is bullshit. Whatever. I'm sorry for having them on. Whoop de whoop. Whatever. Whatever." Right? And that's like, oh, magically this guy could come out after we already discredit him and try to throw smut on my name and say that I'm reaching out to women behind the scenes. And my thing is like the way that he presented it is I sent messages to women saying I'm going to change their lives, or actually to Mocha. Mocha's the one with the receipt that was in the Jeep, saying, "Oh, I was going to change their lives and I'm going to bring them into my house and this and that." What about that says I'm going to change their lives? And I sent the same message to 3 people. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because Marcus has been on my platform before, and I got reached out to about it. But go ahead.
Now
Hey,
let me
Miss
jump in
Brown.
here right quick. Let me jump in here right quick. Pizza
Mhm.
said Bree is not jealous of RNY, and RNY can be held accountable. Pizza, I definitely agree with that. I don't know why people are saying Bree is jealous of me. I am nothing to be jealous of, and absolutely I can be held accountable. I say all the time, I am not above reproach, nor am I above rebuke. Absolutely not. But but then to answer another question you asked, why didn't you go to Bree and ask her what she meant, or tell her how you felt? This wasn't the first time. There was something else she said, that I'm sitting over here putting money in a half white man's pocket. Now, I'm the type where I don't like to speak out of pure emotion. I'm the type of person, I like to sit on it and process every type of emotion to get it out of me before I even say anything. That is just me, because I am a hothead at the end of the day. I'm a hothead, and I don't ever want to speak out of pure and raw emotion. I just don't. And then Bree is somebody that, content creator wise, she's definitely somebody that I watch and I look up to and I jot notes down from, because I'm trying to do a few things on other social media platforms, and I'm taking a little bit of this and a little bit of that from this person and that person, and trying to put it all together to launch what it is that I want to do. So then to hear somebody say, "Well, I have respect for her, she's a doll," but then make these comments, it kind of made me tilt my head a little bit and go, huh? And that kind of hurt my feelings. It did a little
Well,
bit.
it was
Well, a lot of
messy,
that.
right? It was probably
Yeah,
a little
but here's
messy. A
it
little
was.
messy.
However, I also understand that that is her opinion. But just because that's someone's opinion doesn't mean it's not offensive at the same time. I'm even
Right.
guilty of that. I'm just as vocal as everybody else. That's why when me and Envy first came out, I wasn't upset at what people were saying. And I was saying that in people's chats. Like, y'all have every right to be vocal and every right to judge me because I be in the chats doing the same thing to everybody else. However, what I don't do is speak on people's relationships. I will never, ever do that because I don't know the inner workings. I don't know what goes on when the camera is off. So I don't speak on that. But am I vocal? Absolutely. So how can I be mad when other people are vocal about me? However, doesn't mean that your opinions and stuff aren't offensive. Like I said, I can be offensive at times. That's all.
What's up, Ms. Brown?
Hey, big sis. Envy, are you? Oh,
Hey, Brown
child.
Beauty the World.
And
Is
that's
that Brown
Uh,
another
Beauty
thing.
World? Hey,
I'm
Brown Beauty
Miss
World.
Shireen.
well, I
I'm
hope
glad you
that's
brought
Ms.
up
Brown.
talent. I'm
Uh,
glad you brought up talent. Child. Hold on. That doesn't answer my question
yeah,
as to why
we're
you
all
didn't reach out to
bums.
her and talk to her instead of. Oop, where'd it go?
Pizarro's
What is she
comment,
talking
right? Said
about? She's talking about Gigi.
why
You
you didn't
did reach
reach
out.
out
Uh-uh.
to
Hold on. Where'd it go? It
I
just
gotta
jumped.
Bree?
come right back up.
It says, child, that doesn't answer my question as to why you didn't reach out to her and talk to her instead of telling your man, knowing he would use this for content.
Believe it or not, pizza. Before I even seen any of these comments or anything like that, he already knew. He already seen it. He already heard it. So he heard it before I did. And so by that time, he already said what he said, and we talked about it. But it still doesn't negate the fact that my feelings were hurt. Because while those things were said to me, they were also said about him as well. Hopefully that kind of answered the
Well,
question.
you're gonna catch strays. This is what happens when you all come out as a duo. And unfortunately, people are going to make opinions, people are going to make commentary, and people are going to judge you. One, it's not only
Absolutely.
that you came out as a duo, but it's the fact that you are now more visible on his platform and you
Hmm.
are like kind of like running some of
But
the shows
yeah,
or some of the
Yep.
stuffs. That's
and
yeah,
see
Hmm.
the
that's
opinion.
part of
See,
it.
here's what here. I don't think that this is sinking in for Pizarro. Okay, all the debunking, literally after we brought her on to say she was lying about the unalive, she was lying. We vindicated. Even people came up, Little Mama Obama. I appreciate Little Mama Obama. She was like, I'm really concerned about Gigi being over here because I listened to my mods, and she wasn't the only one. A lot of people were like that. We put her out, gave her consequences that people asked for or whatnot. Everything was squared away. We were
Hmm.
covering completely different content. We literally moved on to Marcus. This is when we were talking about Marcus, and Bree came in after we debunked everything. Get that clear. This isn't an opinion. This is a lie. Okay. We already debunked it. And she says that we're here putting people in early graves. We already debunked that. Like, why type that? That just pokes the bear even more. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
That's what people
pizza.
aren't
Uh,
putting together. That is not an opinion. It's not even
now,
close to an opinion. It's a lie.
Pizza said, so a friend is not allowed to be honest. RNY has always
It,
been honest, but we can't
it's
be
a
honest with her.
fact.
Absolutely, you can. I'm not saying you can't be honest at all. However, what I did say was that an opinion or an honest opinion or whatever the case may be, it still can be offensive, and I have every right to have hurt feelings. Doesn't mean doesn't mean that you can't be honest. I never said that. Never said that. And you're right. I am always honest with y'all. And I would expect for y'all to be honest with me. However, sometimes honesty still hurts feelings. That's all.
True. Okay. So I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'll just
Mm-hmm.
get down. You guys do realize that during that storyline, especially
Mm-hmm.
because you know how the beef sector, you have to realize that you have a mixed crowd, right? So during the storyline, because people don't understand it, some people are coming in late and some people dip out. A lot of times I dip out, but because I recap, I'll go back and try to find it. Not everybody does that. So a lot of times they may have followed the story, already heard part of it and knew it wasn't true, but didn't see the rest of it, maybe the part where you finally debunked it and said all the information that you said. I feel that it's a responsible thing to do to hear the rest of it before you judge someone, but you guys have to be realistic. You know how it is. People drop down. They don't
Mm-hmm.
always red ball to see, like, to catch up, to find and keep up to date, like what you guys are talking about. And it's realistic to know that, unfortunately, Envy, I know you keep saying that you were debunking it and you debunked it through the live, but I remember that live distinctly because I even was on the panel and I clicked into your live. Okay, I clicked into your live and I saw the wife. Now, I was in and out, but anybody that had left wouldn't see the rest of everything unfold, is all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that that might have been the case with Bree. I'm not sure if she obviously she didn't watch the whole thing, but still, I
But
think
what?
the
Yeah.
RNY part is the part that, damn, RNY. Okay, so now you're like part of these like storyline. Look at some of these storyline. A couple of the stories. Okay, I gave a list of
Mm-hmm.
the stories that have turned out
Mm-hmm.
to be like, you know, but
Yeah,
I
but
think that
see, I mean, yeah, but the thing is just be real. Like being honest is just I don't like envy. I have to be like she's putting money in a half white man's pocket, and then it has to be RNY's
okay,
taking a
that
hit because
comment.
she RNY. Yeah, that it had to be RNY's taking a hit because I'm reaching out to women behind the scenes that are prostitutes in Atlanta, and then it was then it was this other thing about, oh, you guys are running with putting people in early graves. The point is it's not necessarily about the comments, even though one is a blatant lie. It's about the repetitive envy.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just be cool? I didn't do anything. Like, is RNY upset? RNY is coming here next month, like what, 25, 30 days, like are you
21.
guys okay? Are you
Hush.
guys upset with the how many? 21 anyway.
21. Yeah,
Okay,
hush.
cool, perfect. We're
All
starting our
right, I'll
countdown, but
get
go
that.
ahead.
Oh my god.
I don't give a
Damn
damn.
it.
Listen, I said it yesterday. So
Why you tell these folks stuff
oh
about you
well.
guys?
What are they
Damn
gonna
it. Thank
do?
you for
Come knock on
having
my
me.
door? Well,
Well,
that come knock on my door. Okay, that'll definitely
Lord
be a quick
Jesus.
storyline.
I'll be in
feel
the chat.
like
Thanks for having me up.
for
Sorry,
sure.
YouTube cameras. YouTube cameras
Yeah.
like fuck
Hey,
this shit.
hey, you two cameras.
I
I'm in the
appreciate you
chat. Hey,
though.
bro, beautiful.
All
I'll be
right,
in the
You
chat,
All
know,
right.
okay? All
All
right
right,
then.
I
YTC.
appreciate you, YouTube cameras. What's up, Miss Brown?
hey, how y'all doing?
Hey,
I
Miss
just,
Brown.
I don't really want to touch on this Bree and RNY because, like you said, you really looked at Bree as a friend, so she knew, I think, how to use words to get you triggered and get you in your feelings. So, whatever it may be, we know Bree. Bree ain't slow by far. So Bree, she knows what she's doing, but how is she coming up with the conclusion that RNY is taking the hit? When, yeah, granted, she commentates with you and all of that, but it's both of y'all together. And RNY is not part of the stories. She's just, and then when you come back and you can debunk it and you still don't get the credit for it. I just think that's
I'm controlling for wanting her to debunk
right.
stuff.
That's
And
what you
see,
call controlling. That's what you call controlling.
right. If I
And
come out here and tell her, no, we need to do this. See, and when they're saying like you have to you're not in our conversations. You don't know how
right.
RNY, you don't know what RNY is going through in real life. You don't know anything. If she expresses to me that she thought that she had certain levels of real friends and things like that, don't you think if I really care about the woman that it's going to upset me? And I'd rather put my feet to the fire. I'd rather jump in the fire and have everybody hate me. They do anyway, rather than ROI come out here and say something she doesn't mean or regret or whatever. Why don't I just go out? Because this is what we talked about. I asked her if it's okay for me to come back out here and clear the, to step even harder. And she was like, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, damn, you've been a half white man. You've been controlling me and you had bad intentions and all this other stuff. Of course, when you're going to poke the bear is going to freaking move forward. I believe that's what you said, RY. I'm not sure, but
That's
That's
something
what
what
I
about
I
poking
said.
the
said.
bear.
That's what I said. And then what I also said was the beef isn't the beef stuck the rule. You can't tell somebody how to fight.
Right. But do
How
you
envy
think
fights
that
and how I fight are two different things.
Oh yeah, I get horrible. Like this
right?
is just me explaining the
Definitely so.
situation.
I mean, I done seen Envy in his action over there in the Mo 3 sector, so I know he could take you through there. So
Yeah.
you know,
But I
but
This
do
did
is
want
you
to come back
think
today. I did want to come back today once I was in a better headspace because it's a lot going on right now in my life. Um, and so I did tell him that I did want to come back and kind of clear up a few things and actually speak for myself. And I want
that's
to address
good?
Gemini 75. Gemini said, Bree admitted this morning that she shouldn't speak on RNY's relationship because RNY hasn't ever spoken on hers. I did not see that live because I threw myself into work today because this has been one hell of a week. Okay. So I kind of just threw myself into work. So I didn't see that live. I will go back and catch it. And if that's what she said, I definitely appreciate that because I have never and will never speak on hers because love, relationships, they're all a beautiful thing, right? So I don't do that. So I just wanted to address that right quick. But yeah, I wanted to come back today and just kind of speak for myself because I was in the chat tonight and saw people saying, "Oh well, did RY say something?" I really couldn't say too much yesterday because I just wasn't there. Like I said, it's a lot
Right.
going on. So today was a lot better for me to come out and say something without completely breaking down and falling apart, which has nothing to do with YouTube. It has all to do with personal life. Um, so that's why I'm just back kind of today.
Do you
There's a
feel
picture.
that concerning the drip situation? Do you feel like your platform was targeted to bring that false story because this is where a lot of his bad exposure happened?
Well, I believe that was him and Lolo's situation, and then just assuming that Lolo would hear it, maybe being associated with the channel. I'm just guessing, but we do network. We are all over the place, so they came over here, and we didn't really bother them with the story.
Right. But I'm saying, like, when she made the comment, this is what he wanted. So he wanted all of this to be exposed on Envy's platform. He wanted you to come over here with the lie and try to make them look like the bad guy, the liars. Like you wanted to run the play on them.
That's correct. Yeah, but see, when we ask the right questions, like you just saw the receipt, right? You just saw the breakdown.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
did ask her what was going on, and she said, "Yeah, I admitted it. I put it in the chat because Drip wants to be left alone, this and that." And you did hear RNY. Now, don't you think RNY and I are gonna say, "Damn, something feels weird"? Because you did hear RNY, and they say that RNY didn't do her due diligence. She reached out to Gigi. It said that in the receipt. And Gigi told her that she could only tell her so much because she was trying to I guess look out for Drip or whatever. You just heard RY say she didn't know the issue, but then when we asked the direct questions, we did it in front of you all. We didn't find out anything before y'all. So right when she said, "Yeah, I lied about the text, whoopty whoop," that was cleared up. We didn't want to hide anything from anybody, but that's not okay, I guess. We're supposed
Hold
to
on,
run
quick.
plays behind the scenes.
Hold on. Pizza said, I will tell my bestie not to feed into this. She will be helping envy numbers. When RY could have talked to her about her feelings, she has known Bree longer than a man, and she went to him. Pizza, I see what you're saying, and I can respect that. However, envy hears a lot of this stuff before I do. So if he heard it before me, then he already formed his opinion. Like I said, he hears a lot of things before I hear them, see them, whatever the case may be. So I respect that. That's your best friend. I get it. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying, you know, he heard all of this before I did. So
Yeah, and it's not necessarily, here's the thing, right? Okay, so let's flip the table a little bit. You think
Austin.
I'm supposed to you think I'm yeah, I know. You think I'm supposed to sit here and everything's done publicly. Like why do y'all want people to react different than your friend does? Okay? Now, if she felt like I was a half white man and she's putting money in my pocket and all that, why don't they talk about that behind the scenes? If if she felt like I was talking to, sex workers or whatever in Atlanta, why didn't they talk about that behind the scenes? If she thought that RNY was taking hits because of some stuff, why didn't they talk about that behind the scenes? So let's just play devil's advocate. Let's say they talk about it behind the scenes. Everything's great. They do a virtual hug or whatever, and then everything comes back on the platform saying, "Oh well, this was said, that was said." So why can't both people be held accountable the same way? Bree put it out in public. So why do I have to wait for RNY to do it behind the scenes? I'm just not that type of person, but selective outrage. I'm not in the cool kids club, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's your birthday. If so, happy birthday.
I don't think you're addressing anything concerning RNY and Bree's relationship. I think you were more so addressing the comments that were made about you, about the color, the putting money in a half white man's pocket. I think you're not, you're letting RNY handle that in because she has the relationship with Bree. So I don't think you're overstepping your boundaries as being part of what she said or anything like that. So
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you're right. Like, but at the same time, yeah, you could say that comment about me. That's fine. I don't care. But it is comments about RNY. The residual is going over to RNY of why are you over there? What are you doing? And it's evident with she's taking hits and y'all are over here running plays. Right. So why wouldn't I feel some type of way when RNY feels some type of way about her fake friend? Now, ain't nothing wrong with putting money in the man pocket. Let's eat, baby. Yvonne said there were many folks that enjoyed you and RNY reveal yourself. You can protect your lady, Envy, but you may be making it worse for her with all your talk. I get it. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is how I act. Okay, like this is the real me. I'm not trolling. I'm not doing anything else. So I hope that some of you ladies have a man that doesn't walk behind you or in front of you, beside you, and does actually listen to her feelings and say, "Oh, don't worry, I'm willing to fucking take the grunt for it."
But on this thing, you're either damned if you do or you damned if you don't.
Of course.
So you ain't gonna never win, and that's just how this thing works. It's always going to be. I hear the same narrative about a lot of the YouTube relationships that come, to the forefront. The man's controlling, the man's this, the man's that. And so you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Right. And my thing is also, right, people could say, okay, well, she's got into situations since she's been over here on the platform, right? Okay, cool. Well, I take accountability for that as well. But it's just weird to me how what subscriber goes to a content creator and doesn't get involved in shit? Isn't that the whole point? Like when you get on a panel and do commentary and all that, and people are used to RNY typing. Isn't it common sense that RNY is going to be up in more commentary if she gets out of the chat and starts going on the panel and basically co-hosting? What's up, Stacy?
Right, like that's crazy to me. She's more exposed to be into more situations, but I'm pretty sure RNY was, and I'm not saying she's messy, but we all can be over there.
We all can be. Exactly.
Right, we all can be. That's why we over there.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna see RNY have her issues over there just as well. So yeah, let's talk about it. She's had her issues over here, just like she had her issues over here. Right.
Yes, but here's what Goddess, I let's make this clear. It's not about me getting in women's business. It's me getting in women's business about the fact that I'm the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got a platform and RY is being accused of if she's here, so she's changing and all this, running plays and doing this and doing that. It's not that I'm talking to them about some womanly issue that they had a year ago. I'm defending the fact that RY and I are on the same page. Like I'm not doing anything, but it's my responsibility to say, hey, based on the fact that you are on my platform and I really appreciate that she's co-hosting with me and all that, I have to respond to that because they're putting it on me as I'm the problem. Now, it's not me getting in between women's issue. Go ahead.
Let me jump in right here. Okay. It's not that he's getting into women's business, right? Like he said, it's to the point where like he said, the women's business is at the point where comments are being made towards him or about him. So are you all saying that comments can be made about him, directed towards him, but because it's between two women, he can't step up and say, hey, that wasn't cool? Because correct me if I'm wrong. There was another content creator that is talked about on everybody's panel every single day. I'm not going to say his name, but he said something. Didn't him and Brianna's boyfriend get into it behind a comment he made about Brianna's boyfriend? So if that's the case, what's the difference with Envy saying something or speaking up for himself about a comment that was made about him?
And that's why I said I didn't hear him address the issue that Bree was saying about you. I heard him address issues about what he was called.
No, well, Ms. Brown, I don't. Maybe you are. Can you hear? Because I can't hear you. No, Ms. Brown, I'm saying.
Somebody her phone rang. And okay, there she go.
Oh, okay. All right, Ms. Brown, you said I didn't address comments about her, about me. What did you said I didn't address comments about her?
Address when she was saying how many hits do RNY
I did address it.
What I'm saying is, but your focus really was about what I saw. I'm saying what I saw.
Okay, so don't you think it has to do with paint me in a bad picture so that RNY makes a decision based on unpopular opinion? Like, so for example, this is when she said RNY is taking hits, right? As I said, Marcus pulled up to Lemon's platform and utilized this lady as a receipt. This was his receipt saying that I'm reaching out to his women that are sex workers in Atlanta, right? And this was the receipt. This is all that the people saw when Brianna. This is all that people saw when Brianna wrote, "Damn, RNY is taking hits." Like that's all you need, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not speaking for the women, but I'm saying like, where was the friendship? You know, you could talk to somebody behind the scenes all you want, but if they
yes, she does.
That what I'm saying is, if you take that and you don't give the benefit of the doubt to your friend, you're hating. Because honestly, right there, I wish they would have put up the real receipt because literally that was the receipt, but this is the real receipt, right? Now the whole narrative, the narrative is that I was trying to save these women and get together and meet up with them in Atlanta. It's very simple. And I put Atlanta Street interviews in there because I knew that she would reach out. You know, I knew that she would tell Marcus, I'm not trying to hide anything from Marcus. And I said, YouTube channel. They're all in Atlanta. I didn't say like we're gonna slide over here to Old National and hit the Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Because these women specifically said that individuals were reaching out to them to change their lives. She's like, I got a message here that said, you know, that a man will, you know, get, you know, find me a job and move me in and da. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the real receipt. Now, if Bree would have said, you know what, I think that's weird. You're in her inbox, woo, whatever. If you saw a clear receipt, but she went off of this to say that RNY was taking hits. Why is that right? And why is that not for me?
Definitely.
Why is that not for me to respond to on both of our behalves?
Right. And you're right. And now I see, yeah. And for that, if she was going to go off with her, she should have gave the benefit of the doubt to somebody that she knows their character. And yeah, she should have given that the benefit of the doubt to RNY if that was
Yeah.
the only
If
receipt.
she's so concerned, like Pizarro said, if she's so concerned for ROI and being controlled in friendship or whatever, why wouldn't you reach out to her, as you said, with the benefit of the doubt, saying, that's kind of weird. Did Envy show you any receipts from the phone? Like there was nothing like that. ROI is supposed to reach out. Why would you reach out and ask a friend if they believe that? I mean, shouldn't that be like a common thing? But then what I'm saying is, after we debunked everything, RY is on this panel. That's after all that happened. And it's after we debunked, as I said, that's after we debunked the drip thing. She just took another opportunity. Why is she writing this in the chat if everybody already knew that Gigi lied? We were handling the Marcus thing. We weren't even talking about Gigi. It was just her shade that she says, I'm fake, but y'all around here putting people in early graves. We already debunked that with Gigi saying that she lied. So what's the problem? So she goes off of this over her friend, and then she goes off of this to throw more shade because we've already debunked it. Come on. And people are saying that I shouldn't say anything and that I'm speaking for RY. Not at all whatsoever.
Well, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
right.
definitely, yeah.
That's
I
shady.
don't know, but yeah, it's a lot of shade. But
And see, here's the thing,
we
right?
all know
So
how Brianna operate. Like we know sometimes how Brianna is. You know, she'll say a lot of things to trigger people. Um, a lot of things to highlight, simple things like that.
Let me see, respectfully, Envy. It's like you're going at Brie RNY feels away. Yes, but she's handling it in a different way. Okay. And here is where, and I respect that comment, Nurse K. Thank you so much for that. The thing is, individualism is paramount. How he handles something is how he handles something. How I handle something is how I handle something. I can be a hothead, however, I sit on it before I say anything. Envy, not so much, as y'all could tell, right? And to address the whole fake friend thing that he put in the title. He feels that she's fake because of, and correct me if I'm wrong, Envy, I don't want to talk for you. Um, because of how he sees the comments that she's dropping down in the chats, right? And then Pizza asked a great question. Well, why couldn't you go to her about how you feel? Now, that pendulum goes both ways. So why couldn't she have come to me and say, hey, I feel like you're sitting on a panel putting money in a half white man's pocket. I feel like you're taking a lot of hits. I feel like y'all are putting people in early graves. So one thing about a pendulum, it will swing both ways. So why couldn't
and
that just go
yeah.
ahead?
Oh no, no, this lady whistled down. That's taken very seriously. And here's the thing, right? You talk about this more seriously. No. Trust me, that's been handled in many different ways. If you haven't seen it, I can't help you with that. But if a woman was in my house for 5 days, I know that she's a woman. But go ahead.
These
that
people are
that's still
so weird.
stupid that they're
These
still saying
people
that. But
are
okay.
so weird.
They are weird. How long are Brianna and RNY going to do the nice nasty thing? Using envy as a buffer. Huh? Oh, using envy as a buffer for their own issues. Okay, so Molly, my question to you is what are these issues? Brianna doesn't give a single fook about envy. What
Yeah, I
I
don't
really
care
want to
either. I
know,
don't care about
I
her.
really want
Like,
to
are you
know
serious?
what the nice nasty things are and what are the issues. Molly, I'm gonna be honest, and I think I said this the other day. The problem is, I feel like people just don't like Envy because of what he had going on before. When in actuality, we all got a past of some sort. Some greater than others, some not so much, but we all have a past.
If you guys want me to roll that out the full way, you'll definitely be on
Oh,
my side. Please respect the
yeah,
fact that I spared that woman for years. Okay,
yeah.
please. Like, because basically, like, who's Bree talking about when she said I like crackheads
I was just
that are
getting ready to say,
prostitutes?
I
I
was
was
just
just,
getting ready to say,
can we
I
put
got
a
a messy
name on that?
question because
Or
I wanted to know that too.
yeah, I mean, who could we put a name on that? I'm used to you know what I'm saying? Like, because the thing is, it's the same thing that
But
people use against me are the same things that they drag. You drag the person that you use to drag me with. It's weird.
Okay, Molly said they don't like you, RY. So now my question then becomes why? And Nurse K said, I have a question. Was there tension before? On my part, absolutely not. Mm-mm,
I think it's envy though. I
mm-mm.
think it's
We know that.
but I think it goes back to the first woman though. I don't think it is really, I mean, RNY, I think they're trying to adjust to that. But I think they had already uh built an idea of how they felt about you during the first incident with the lady.
Right, but
So
my thing is I went to hell on earth to prove my point. And I can't do anything other than take something to UPS, have them weigh it, put insurance on it, confirm that it's in California, have all the video recordings and everything exactly the end of the story, what happened, go take a drug test, go do this and go do that. There's nothing, like, it's the end of the road. I can't prove anything else. Like, okay, cool. Well, don't you think it's rather odd that RNY had a great time and she's coming back?
Molly, you said they don't like you. I want to know who are the they, and I want to know why.
Right. I mean, Molly can call her all kinds of names. No. Y'all still be over there, but no. I was over there specifically because he asked me to come over there to discuss. What the hell did we discuss? Shit. Um, I don't know. He asked me a question or whatever. I think, was it about
I think it's
drip
about
or
that
no? It was about Marcus. It was about,
Marcus.
yeah. He wanted to clear some stuff that happened on the panel with Marcus, right? But here's what you don't know. Okay, so I answered the questions. I was done, but he went away to walk the dog, right? And Lolo was up there chilling, right? And I know Lolo has something to talk to me about also. I don't know why she didn't ask me then, but it is what it is. Lemon went to walk the dog, and Ken and Octavius were yelling, but arguing for however long. I got tired of listening to that. I was 100% going to ask him if he's going to handle that with RY. 100%. I always do that, right? Like Jessica
Yeah.
B, Lady K.
Lady Whistle Down, can
I'm,
you type your question in again for me? I didn't see it, huh?
yeah, no, it definitely. You said kind of names. No. Nope. And Lemons heard me say that we have an issue because of that. And to be honest with you, the way that I communicate with Lemon right now, I really do think that he does know that he was out of order there. And I believe if he didn't have to walk the dog and that didn't happen with Octavius last night, I really do think that we would have been able to finish that conversation. I even told RNY, I said, I got a dip because I'm tired of hearing them yell and, Lemon's walking around, and boom. That's it. It's very simple.
Who asked something in the chat? Somebody asked something. It was really, really good. Nurse K. Maybe this can be resolved. Does it have to grow? Honestly, Nurse K, I'm all for resolution. Like, no matter how vocal I am, how opinionated I am in these chats, I am all about resolution of any kind. So,
What women do I attack?
absolutely.
What
Absolutely. I'm
can we
always
put a
open for a
name on that?
conversation.
Can we
Lady
put a
Whistle
name
Down,
on
can you
that?
put your
It's giving
question back in there
excuses
for
for
me,
me
baby?
while you try to attack women and Ironhide behind this shit. Who? Like, everybody always leaves general comments and won't just put a name on it. Just like I asked y'all, what play did I run? Not a single person here could pick out a play. Skip the ring thing because that's not a play. But what play have I ran? What women have I gone after? Are you guys crazy? What's up, Queen Pisces? Yeah, I'm everything other than coming after a woman. I've done the exact opposite. You know how many people I've swung on here for? And when's the last argument you've heard me have with a woman? But you guys don't care when people say B's and H's and degrade and all this and all that. But you get mad when I stick up for women. But anyway, sorry, RNY.
No, you good. I was waiting for Lady Wilson down to put her question back in there.
Lady Whistleblower has been asking kind of the same. Okay.
Okay. Is Brianna okay? Thank you for that question. RNY, is Brianna acting any different that you have known her to act? Honestly, I can't fully answer that question because how Brianna may or may not have acted towards other people, I can't really speak to that because I'm not them. I can only speak to the level of YouTube ship friendship that we have. That's the only thing I can speak to. So I can't fully and honestly answer that question because I don't know the intricacies of the relationship
When
that she
have
had
I
with
been
other
on?
people that she's
When
had
have
an
I
issue
been?
with.
When have I been on Lemons? Pizarro, didn't he tell you he called me last night? We were there to handle specific business. Number one, Lemon and I had an issue about the Marcus thing. Number two, Lemon and I need to talk about the RY situation. I know damn well, I know for sure he's going to clean that up. I know. I'm not saying because of me. I'm not saying because I'm tough. I'm not threatening. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just saying at this point right now, Lemon and I have a good enough rapport. Based on me speaking to him last night, I know that we can get that cleared up. But I don't understand why you say I'm running to Lemon when he literally said out of his own mouth that he got a hold of me. He asked me to come up to the platform. And then after I dropped, he gave me a call. So I'm not understanding if someone's asked you to come up to a panel, how you're doing the calling. There's like 2 Lady Sparkles back there, so I'm scared. Let me Sparkles.
Hey, yes,
Is
this
this
one. I,
is there 2
yeah, the other one you
behind
could
here?
no, it's
Okay.
one. The other one I had to drop because I couldn't hear y'all. But hey,
Okay.
RNY, hey, NB,
Hey,
hey,
Lady
everybody.
Sparkle.
How
What's up,
doing?
Sparkles?
What's going on? Yeah, I definitely agree, Envy. There's a lot of fakeness and hypocrisy that goes around these streets, and it's very sad because it's all good until it's
Lacey, what's the
Mad Day.
question, baby? Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, like Lady Nika said, it's a lot of Mad Day. Then it's, you every man in the book, you every HIV, you every pedophile, you every this, that, and the third. But we your best Judies when, is my man gay? Oh, is my this, that? Then you a man in a wig. You everything under the sun. You a mister, you a him, just like if it's a lesbian. You a D, you a this. Like, what is it? Be honest from the beginning. That's why I say I love them straight up. I'm transparent. Y'all don't see me on camera with hair, without hair, and whatever the hell else. Because guess what? I can come on camera, baby. And my face makes me money, honey. What's the tea? What's the tea? Because I ain't never ashamed to
Okay.
run from a camera. Okay? Or a reflection.
And
But
not
see, it's
be
the ones.
ashamed of yourself.
Exactly. It's the ones that's trying to take down channels. Wink, wink. Thank you, Envy. The ones taking down channels that sit over there all motherfucking child. Don't make me start. Because, honey, me already did the dragon, so I'm good. Shout out to me. It's magical, honey. But like I said, it's the hypocrisy. If y'all gonna call out one thing, call out everything. Just
Love
like
it,
fake
yes.
ass Goma Bar Charlie sitting over there talking about some goddamn ghetto as a boy. Do you know where you at, young man? You're in the trailer park, darling. Don't ever get it messed up. The N word was never meant for good. I don't give a damn if Ice Cube, Red Cube, Brown Cube, Green Cube said it. And I say it to O'Shea face. That's the difference between me and y'all motherfuckers. What's the tea? Oh, okay, I thought so. Later, y'all. Fuck it. Life is bitch.
Damn, Lady Sparkle. Jeez.
Yeah,
Sparkle ain't
Sparkles does his
playing.
drive by.
Sparkles
That-
ain't playing.
Yeah. Arts and crafts. Yeah, I really. What's up, Nurse Guy?
Oh, Stacy, are you okay?
Hey,
If this the question you're talking about, Irma, do you feel
Hey,
Brianna
Nurse
is a
K.
fake friend? I
hey.
think I answered that one. I think I answered that already. And my answer to that was Envy felt like she was a fake friend to me. But then I also said that the pendulum swings both ways. If I'm supposed to reach out to her because my feelings were hurt, I then said then if the pendulum goes both ways, then shouldn't she have reached out to me to say, hey, I feel like you're sitting on a panel putting money in a half white man's pocket. I feel like you're taking all of these hits. How many hits are you supposed to take? I feel like y'all are putting people in early graves. So it goes, you're welcome, Stacy. So it goes both ways. I did answer that for you, hon. Life of bitch be holler.
Okay, so
OG Beauty,
I'm
honestly,
sorry.
when I tell you I'm big on resolution, I feel like it can be resolved. I really, really can. I really can. Like I said, I'm not above reproach. I'm not above rebuke. I am not above having a conversation. Never.
And you
So
said you
yeah,
didn't actually hear Brianna say these words.
No, they were chats. We we
they were
Oh,
we
in the
they
chats,
I'm
and I
okay
putting
didn't
it.
in the
see.
That's why I
chat.
keep putting up this receipt.
Okay,
Okay.
no, I seen
Th-
Yeah,
that, but
I
I
didn't see
wasn't
Okay.
the
sure
chat.
about the
Right.
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, we didn't have to hear anything. We read it. It's right there.
Okay.
Like, but
No,
this
I
is
was
after
just
we
saying, like,
debunked what I'm trying to explain to you. The timeline is this is after we debunked that there was a lie. Why put that there? Why poke the bear? It's crazy.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Lady, what's it down? Say,
Oh,
Irma, do you understand that you're being treated like a CC? You're a commentator now. Absolutely. Absolutely.
okay. Also,
Definitely. I
too,
understand. Yes.
Envy. I think that Envy and RNY. I think that what Pizarro was saying was why hold Breed to some kind of standard when Lemon hasn't been held to the same kind of standard because he has been disrespectful and he still has not apologized. And you went over there and for kind of somewhat forgave him. Like if you have a tolerance of
How?
disrespect, then it should remain the same for both sides, like man and woman, not just
I
Bree.
don't feel like I've given him any. I don't think I've given him any of that.
Well,
He
okay,
still
for me,
knows very clearly. Like I could say it right now in front of everybody. If there's any, he knows very clearly that that's on the table. That he has to apologize to her. I literally think it would have happened last night until Octavius and Ken started arguing, and he had to go walk Creed. I literally,
but
RNY,
shoulda,
didn't
coulda,
I?
would it shoulda, coulda, woulda, but it didn't. Just being in all fairness,
No, no, but he knows it's out here right now. Like I'm saying it, like in
yeah.
front of you and everybody else. He has to do that. I haven't been over there. I went over there specifically to answer questions about Marcus, and I excused myself once people started arguing this. I don't have time for that. He knows that that's on the table. I'm saying it out loud right now, so there's no question about it.
Gemini
But
75, RY has spoken
But
unlimited
you're right,
shortly.
though.
Here's the thing. I mean, if you see in air quotations a straight man with grinder, one plus
that
one
boy
will
ain't straight.
always equal two. It'll never equal three, four, or five. Never. And I've spoken on his sexuality, but he has called me every bitch in the book, and I ain't did nothing to that little boy. Nothing. So no. And then to OG Beauty's comment, Ken and Octavia started arguing before a conversation was had. I want y'all to notice a trend. Every time
Thank
conversation,
you,
a relevant conversation is supposed to
thank you.
happen, mayhem breaks out and he doesn't stop it. He allows it to continue and he goes and he walks his dog, he walks his fish, he goes talk to his birds, and he never comes back to shut it down and say, all right, let's have this conversation. He lets it go on so far long enough where people just ain't interested no more. And like Envy did, he dropped. And what does Lemon do? He calls him. No, no, no. You had him on the panel for a set reason, but you allowed this argument to happen. So you wouldn't have to face the conversation. That's how I look at it. It happens every
So
time.
I've
I
been in
just
that
want.
situation before. He did stuff to lesbi. They had a conversation. I went over there to cuss somebody out before, but my thing is feeding into content. As far as in certain things or whatever. Like
Hmm.
it's just like I can't get mad at. I'm gonna say you RNY for you doing something similar to what he did, but he's has like I'm making excuses for him. It's all the same. Disrespect is disrespect. I think that's what most people are looking at. Like what there's no difference. Like you don't know what he would have done. You can say envy, well, he has to do this or that or the third. But if he call you, I mean, who know, what does that mean? Disrespect
Nothing.
is disrespect. Exactly. That's what I think. That's what most people are trying to say. Like the disrespect is the disrespect, regardless. Like you have, your own platform. You get your own numbers. You can come
Right.
over here and get off whatever you have to get off. You don't have to sometimes necessarily go over there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can
Right.
stay in your own space.
I just thought that my thing is I would take that, and I totally understand what you're saying, Nurse Cat. You're a smart person. But if I was to take that and be like, okay, cool, whatever, I'm not. The next thing that somebody should say is why you always hanging out there, kicking it, hanging out. You're in the chat on the panel. No, I'm not. Like Lemon knows where we stand. And as I'm saying, Lemon and I are pretty cordial. We don't have any issue beyond the fact that he knows that that's on the table. That's it. But nobody could say, "Oh, why were you on the panel on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday?" It's all kind of like it's a guess. What's up, Uppity?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Happy,
And
please
Jessica,
say,
it's not a man versus woman thing. I'm gonna cuss a man or a female out if they
Yeah.
get beside themselves. I don't care. I'm not
wow.
pro man, pro woman.
Who doesn't know
A bitch,
Nurse K?
a bitch is a
My
bitch, and a
intro.
hoe is
My
a hoe.
might
God.
not know
I don't
her.
care.
I
They
came up
must
here
be
actually
new
talk about.
around these parts.
I
But
came up here to
Envy,
Jessica comments as well. But happy
let
Thanksgiving.
me
I
get
want to.
down. Let me just wait a minute, Uppity, Envy, and RNY. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
For sure.
I'm gonna stay in the chat. I'm trying to get this stuff together for the holiday.
All right,
So am
Ms.
Um,
I.
Brown.
So am I.
but
So
have a good
I would
show
like
and
to get
good
my
night,
point out.
Nurse
Thank you.
K. Good night,
Appreciate it.
Uppity.
Good night. Good night. So I wanted to
You know
say
what I
this. I
mean?
don't know why you two are sitting up here answering to these weird ass bitches. First of all, Pizarro gets cussed out by all these niggas. I think what the problem is RNY. They done propped up all of these niggas, and them niggas gave them they ass to kiss the minute they got what they needed from them. They still kissing certain niggas' asses, and when they get in beef, them niggas are quick to hit the live button and say that ain't got shit to do with me, and be writing their chats, cheering them on, or quote unquote not saying anything. So that's where the real problem stems at. And the nut problem stems from this. You just got to be straight up and tell these bitches, mind your business, get your fucking life together, because I don't feel like you can question me from a space that you haven't reached yourself. How the fuck do you know how them questions work when you haven't reached that mountaintop? You bitches need to stop it. Anyway, I'm getting back to my Thanksgiving meal. I was just getting aggravated. Like, but yeah, first
All
of all,
right.
we need to make a new rule. No bitch that's 600 pounds cares about herself. And no bitch that date a 3-time felon with a 2011 kids can give any relationship advice, especially when they out here begging on behalf of their men and husbands. Later.
Whew. Well, damn. Well, RNY try to keep it as concise as possible. I guess 2+2 = 4. I mean, do you feel like, and y'all think like this is rehearsed or whatever the case may be? Her and I didn't talk about any of this. So when I'm asking her questions, it's really organic. So RNY, how do you feel? Because here's the thing, right? It's never the goal to run around and just build up enemies, right? And I already know how you are, like with your friendships, acquaintances, and all that other stuff or whatever. You know how I am, hot head, come out swinging, begging, get disrespectful, and all the other stuff. So really, I don't want to draw it out because there's really just okay. I presented that the Marcus thing was a little shady. I also proved that we debunked the drip situation or whatever, and it's content. It's different content than y'all have seen. Y'all ran with it, every little piece of it. Now, what I said about Bree or put up the receipts or whatever, I know that you said you want to resolve things, and I want to resolve things I have with people as well. That's normal. But how do you feel about it overall? I didn't mean to, I didn't have a PowerPoint presentation or whatever. I write a few notes and I start talking. But how do you feel?
I still feel how I feel. I am open to a conversation that will lead to some sort of resolution. Period. Point blank. I keep saying this over and over again. I'm not above reproach. I'm not above rebuke. I'm not above reconciliation or a conversation. I'm not. However, what I am is entitled to how I feel, just like she's entitled to how she feels, her opinions, this, that, and the third. I said earlier, we are all entitled to be vocal and opinionated about what we want to be vocal and opinionated about. However, sometimes our opinions can be offensive. I'm guilty of that. I have offended numerous people with my opinion. However, what I never do is I never keep in the back of my mind that what I said offended somebody until I'm in that seat of offense, right? And that's just where I'm at with it. That's just where I'm at with it. Um, so am I willing to have a conversation? I have a conversation with any damn body. I will. If she has any questions for me, wants to know, well, why I did this, why I did that, I can have it. However, people were saying, well, why didn't you go to her? A pendulum will always swing both ways. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not. I'm in my feelings a little bit, but I'm not mad. There's a big difference. Jessica B. Simmer. Now I
What
want to
Jessica
go
B
back to
got going on
pizza.
down there?
I want to go back to pizza.
All
Pizza
right.
asked the question. Pizza said, why are you mad at Lolo too? I'm not mad at Lolo. What I am is disappointed. I'm disappointed with her because there was something, and I noticed that Lolo does this often. When Lemon was in his feelings about the whole Sacramento thing, that night Molly dropped down in the chat. Molly said something along the lines of, damn, Lolo, for the sake of your friend, let him know that a troll dropped down and just offered to sponsor them. Nothing is set in stone. It was a troll. Lolo said nothing. I dropped down, copied and pasted exactly what Molly said. Nothing. So I'm just like, I know Lolo sees these comments because Lolo sees everything else Molly puts in them chats and decides to snap on Molly. But she didn't see that one comment that Molly put to let Lemon know, calm down. It was a troll. Nobody's really going anywhere. But then Lemon turned right around and repeated exactly what I said on pizza, which was it was a troll that dropped down in that chat and offered it. It was just an offer. Nobody had a plane ticket or a hotel confirmation. So
Right.
I feel
That'd
like
be, yeah.
Lolo
That,
could have said something because she sees the comments. So am I mad at her? No. Disappointed? Yes.
and there's Lolo. I was at work when the troll said anything to y'all. Yeah, but we explained the situation, Lolo. You know what I'm saying? We explained the situation.
Lolo, I'm talking about that night in Lemon's chat when Molly
You
put
were
in there that
there.
it was a troll.
See, she blindly picks a side. Are y'all shocked? No. Yeah, I mean that so you're disappointed in Lolo too, RNY. Jesus. I don't know. I think she just explained it. So basically
Hold on,
you're
but
saying, look,
Pizza, Envy's issue with Lolo is totally separate from mine. They got their
totally.
own thing. Woo. But they have their own thing going on, and I'm halfway privy to that. So yeah, that's that. That's that.
And let me ask you this, Lolo, real quick. Okay. Now you made
Lady
this
Sparkle
public,
Punch.
you you Lady Sparkles, Jesus Christ. Sparkles, stop putting them goddamn them notes and shit under my video that says baby sweetie. Stop. Okay. Anyway, I got
Hold on,
love for you,
pizza.
Sparkles, but
Pizza.
please
When I
stop
when
that
I
shit.
tell you when I tell you Envy's issue with Lolo has nothing to do,
Nothing. I'll explain
completely
it.
different.
No.
Whoa, completely different.
No.
Okay.
You said, I mean, Pizza needs to understand. You said specifically your issue with Lolo is that it needed to be cleared up based on, what you and Molly said about the Sacramento thing. The Sacramento thing, y'all, was someone dropping in the chat saying, I'll pay for y'all to go go there. We weren't trying to set up a fight. We didn't have any threats, none of that. Like, that was a troll. Who cares? We were trying to clear it up. That's what RNY was talking about. That Lolo, you know, I don't know. She didn't see it or whatever. She didn't address it. My issue with Lolo directly, okay, so that nobody walks out of here thinking that, you know, we're convoluting things and compounding it to make it worse, okay? Lolo, we had some text messages, and those text messages to me, I'm not gonna lie, they were a little frustrated, but at the same time, I think that Lolo blew the text messages out of control and didn't contact me, but sent the text messages to Lemon so that Lemon could talk about it on his live. Like, I have no idea why Lolo wouldn't come to me and be like, damn, I didn't know you felt that way. Lolo, you have my real number. I have your real number. We've talked about everything else behind the scenes, but you felt like my text messages needed to be sent to Lemon so that you guys could talk about me being quote unquote crazy via text or whatever, right? Okay, cool, whatever. Now, have I let it go? Yeah. Have I kept my distance? Yeah. But Lolo, since you made everything public, this isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but did you not just text me and say that you text me yesterday? I don't know. You text me. I believe you text me last night saying that you miss talking to me. Can we have a conversation? Right. And I text you back saying, I don't want to misquote myself because I know people are weird. But Lolo, you said, hey, boo, do you want to have a conversation? I hate not talking to you, which I agree. I feel exactly the same way because my response to you, Lolo, was, Lolo, I'm annoyed at how you handled our message publicly, but a conversation, sure, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Okay, Lolo. So my frustration with Lolo is that has nothing to do with RY. And I'm a little bit frustrated because when Lemon did go walk the dog and do all this and do all that, Lolo, you were on the panel with me. Okay. And if I'm getting a conversation, if I'm getting a text about a conversation you want to have in the future, I was sitting on the same panel. You know, at any time, I'm sure you could have said, you know what, hey, Envy, you know, before you leave or whatever, or while Lemon's gone, I have an issue or whatever. Or you could come to the channel and talk about it like you are now. What's up, Lolo? Well, hopefully that's Lolo, y'all. Lolo. Lolo. Lolo.
You can't hear me?
I can
Now
hear
I can
you
hear
now.
you.
Up
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
You hear
Loud and
me?
clear. You got
Okay.
the work mic on now. Okay,
I
go
got the
ahead.
work mic on. So
Okay.
let's get this cleared up because see, it's been a whole lot of weirdness, and I didn't read your message. I never sent anything to Lemon about your messages. Your messages with me are your messages with me. I haven't sent them to Lemon. He said send them to him. I never sent him no messages. Period. At all. Your messages with me are your messages with me. We have each other's phone numbers, each other's addresses. We are friends. I'm not. I wouldn't send your messages to anybody. The reason why I was upset about the messages was because I was like, well, you put everybody's name in the title when you want to have a conversation or you got a problem with them. Why didn't that happen? So why was it such a problem when I talked about the messages? Because you were mad at me, and you were mad because of something that I didn't hear. Just like right now, I'm here listening to y'all. When I'm at work, y'all were just in my ear, right? In the one earbud, and I was answering calls in between. I never saw the troll drop down. I didn't know about the troll. I didn't know about the offer until Lemon had said something about it. And I was like, wait, what? And you said, Lolo, you were there. And I'm like, yes, I was here, but I was working. I had you in my ear. I wasn't listening to anything. And when it came to Molly putting stuff, Molly put so much stuff, I don't pay attention all the time. So I did not see it. And when you put it back in there, RNY, and when you hit me up and you asked me that question, and I said yes, but I don't believe that would ever happen, I hadn't heard anything else. But
Exactly,
I
because
didn't.
that was the night I hit you up. That was the night I
Mm-hmm.
hit you up, and I said, because I was over on Envy's panel and somebody brought it to us,
Mm-hmm.
and I said,
Right.
hold on. I said, let me hit Lolo up. And I
Right.
hit you up. I said, did he just really sit over there and threaten me?
Yes.
And you said, yeah.
And I
And I said,
said, I
okay.
don't think that would happen. I said, and I said, I don't think nothing like that would happen. I don't think nothing like that would happen at all. That's why I didn't pay it any mind. But I never sent him any of Envy's messages. I wouldn't do that. We know each other. Well, we don't know each other, but we have each other's personal information, and so I wouldn't share that. And I didn't hear all the stuff that was going on. I kind of heard it, but I wasn't paying attention because I was at work. So I have one of y'all have the ear pod in one ear on top underneath my headphones for work, and I just didn't hear it. So when you said why didn't I correct him, I'm like, I'm just finding out. I couldn't correct
Okay.
something I didn't hear.
Now let's take that into account. Let's say you didn't hear it.
I
But
didn't.
Molly put it in the chat. I put it in the chat. And it still wasn't communicated to him because he was going off.
I
Just
probably
for
wasn't
him,
paying attention.
just for him. But you said that you just said that you saw it. You saw what I put.
Right.
Well,
I
you said
saw
you had
when
an
you put it.
earbud in there, and yeah.
No. I had the earbud in when you were on because you were on at 5. I go to work. I don't get off till like 7.
Jessica, do a video about it, please, because you know I'm a bad. Thank you. Um, but no, I'm saying you said that you didn't see Molly's comment, but you saw my comment in the chat.
Yeah, I didn't see Molly's comment. I wasn't paying attention like that. I wasn't paying attention. And then when you said something in the chat and then he answered, I'm like, why? I don't need to be involved in it at all. And Envy said, why didn't you just clear it up
Hey, Bougie.
about the
Hey, Dory.
troll? And I'm like, I don't know about no troll. I didn't see the troll drop down. I wasn't paying attention like that. I just wasn't. So I mean, I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention, but I just wasn't paying attention like that.
Okay.
Not at all. And so I would never send your text messages to anybody, Lemon or anybody.
Okay, so when you sent the inquiry about a conversation, was that the conversation that you didn't send the text? What I'm giving you the conversation now, so I'm not
Right.
clear what you want to have. Like, are you saying I'm not
I
going to speak
wanted
for
to
you? Go
clear
ahead.
it up. No, I wanted to clear it up. I wanted to clear it up because I don't want to be in between anybody's beefs at all. His beef with anybody. I didn't know anything about any y'all going or a troll. I just didn't know about it, and I didn't want to be involved in it. I don't want to be involved in y'all beef. Y'all going back and forth and y'all fussing and all of that. I don't want to be involved in it because living fights and fusses with so many people, I would be fighting and fussing with the same people. I don't want that.
Right, you're right, but let me ask you this, right? How long on average, how long do Lemon and I fuss about something, right? Most people
About a
say they
week.
don't. Yeah,
About a
right.
week.
Most people think that I don't know where to put y'all this week. Y'all are gonna say some shit and that it happens. Okay. Now why didn't Envy correct the troll himself? Envy did correct the troll himself. You know what I'm saying? But RNY was following up. That's it. Like we're cool. Like I did correct the troll 100%, because I did come out and I said, nobody's fighting. I'm the one that said, hey, who in the hell is going to go in front of a courthouse and,
Right.
and pull up and fight? That's impossible. You're going to jail. You're going to immediately. I'm the one that said that and said it was ridiculous. So I know why she's asking that, because you said you put it in the chat, RNY, but that's why. Sometimes when you're on the same page, you talk offline pretty much all day. You hear each other's complaints like, hey, I'm concerned about this. I'm concerned about that. So it's okay if RY somewhere and she hears something that we both talked about and inquires about it. And it's okay if I do it as well, because you guys are assuming that you know every single conversation we have offline. I know what
Right.
Now,
bothers
I
her.
have
She
a
knows what
question
bothers me. Go ahead.
via Molly.
What's up,
Lola,
Shawnees?
what about when Lemon was misgendering RY? Were you preoccupied then?
No, I told him, I said, don't do that. That's my little sis. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know what more I can do other than say, don't do that.
Hey,
That's my little
Shanice.
sis. I don't know
Okay.
what more I'm supposed to say other than no, don't do that. That's my little sis. Because I can't stop the man. The man is, I mean, he's him. It's just like I couldn't stop Envy if he was going at somebody. And I told him, don't do that. Don't do that. That's my little sis. Don't do that. Now, whether he listened to me or not, I don't know.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna pivot just a little bit because I don't want to, you're on the panel. We've already pretty much announced that we had that text issue, whatever the case may be, right?
Right,
So
right,
let's make sure that doesn't linger on, right? I like to
right,
be a one and done. You're here, I'm here. Everybody knows that there was a text situation. Now I did read the last text when it
right.
became an issue, and not too many people thought that it was like. I mean,
I
you want me
miss
to
you.
read?
I miss you. I mean, what do you want me to? I miss you. I mean, I do. I miss you. I miss my friends. I
I
miss
get.
you.
I'm cool with it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't not like talking to you either. Like I'm still in the I'm still at your channel. Like I just didn't drop
Right.
down because we need to be adults and talk about it. But when I read your message, can I read what I wrote to you, and then
Absolutely.
because I read it to people and I want to see if you have the same reaction in real time that
Mm-hmm.
they did. I'm not going to tell
Okay.
you what they said, whether it be positive, negative, or indifferent, right?
Right.
But it
Right.
is stern. It is stern. I'm not gonna lie.
That is
I
true.
I did say this, okay, and we're gonna hear Lolo firsthand. I said, I see that you felt. Now this was the text that was, in question. All right. I
Mm-hmm.
said, I see that you felt like broadcasting the text that I sent behind the scenes. You acted like 3 texts were outrageous. Meanwhile, you wrote a book. I prefer to send short texts rather than one long one. So since you like to tell people how many texts, here's one. Shake my head. As far as you saying that Lemon doesn't cash app you like we think, that's why I wrote scraps. Lolo, do you know what
Mm-hmm.
scraps means? And I get that you are usually at work when I'm live, but Lolo, we
Right.
talked about that trip long enough during the show for you to catch something you were typing in the chat. But basically that's what I was saying, that we talked about it while you were typing it in the chat,
Right.
right?
And what was I typing? Please
Oh,
like the
oh,
video.
all right,
Please
one
like the
second.
video.
Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. Okay, so but Lolo, we talked about the trip long enough during the show for you to catch something. You were typing in the chat. But since you didn't know anything, let's assume that's true. So when Lemon was talking about what he felt happened, do you really think I'm going to pull up to a courthouse and fight? Lolo, really? If something was presented to me that didn't seem right about you, I said something. So, like I said, hopefully someday you will see who values you. This is not new to me because the people that I go to bat for the most always turn on me. So nothing gained and nothing lost. It is what it is. There you go. Now tell the people I sent 4 texts. How do you feel about that text?
I felt like, damn. Why? I mean, why has it gotten to that point? Because okay, you put people's names in the titles, right? So they already know
I
what's
do.
going on. I don't. I don't. That was the first time I ever said anything about the text because I was like, why? Why? I mean, and me and that why. I was like, what?
Why?
Why? Yeah, why? Because I was everything that I typed in the text, it was either "Hey everybody" or "Please like the video." If I did got between the call, please like the video. That's what you would see if you go back and look. Please like the video. I'm at work, but please like the video. That's everything that I put in there. I was not listening. I could not listen. I had calls coming in. So whenever a call would stop, I would be like, please like the video. And that's it. So for me to complain and say, well, why all that? Why not just call me? Why not just say what you doing? And then with the you like something about lemon scraps and I'm like, what? I don't know why y'all keep thinking I'm getting all this money from them. And I am not at all. Not like that. And then when you said that really hurt my feelings. It did. So yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Yes, I will say, like, that text and the text before, it wasn't crazy. It was like, Lolo, what the hell, right? But I was typing my ass off out of emotion. I will say that, Lolo.
I could
And
tell.
I won't. I've always said this. I said, you know what, good, bad, or indifferent, or whatever. I won't
Right.
I won't do anything to disrupt Lolo. I always say that, right?
Right.
I haven't even brought you up, you know, based on the situation or whatever. But you
True.
know, I do take accountability for the fact that it was a little too stern.
It was a lot
And
stern, and it hurt my feelings because I thought
Lolo.
it
Okay, go
it
ahead.
did. And Molly, I do not act like I'm getting money from him. You keep talking about this blind loyalty. He's my friend. It's simple. He's my friend. And you talking about you hope it's not for free. Yeah, my friendship is free. I don't charge for my friendship. Whether that's good, bad, or dumb or whatever, I don't charge for my friendship. And when Envy sent me that text, that hurt my feelings.
Thank you,
That was the
Jessica.
only reason why I said, like, damn, what did I do that you doing that I what? And then the scraps, and I'm like, damn, Envy, because I didn't hear something. I just didn't hear it. I can't make myself hear it. I didn't hear
Well,
it.
okay. Can I hop in here right quick?
Please, please.
I think how can I
Oh,
say
why
it?
help?
The
No,
optics
I'm playing.
of it is this. We have
Mm-hmm.
all heard Lemon say time and time again, Lolo, don't I cash app you? Lolo, didn't I send you this? Lolo, how much did I
Yeah.
just send you? So that kind of
Yeah,
He,
but
that kind of
he
seems
just
like
he,
you're on
sends it.
payroll.
No, I'm not.
sometimes though, Lolo, it's held over your
Mm-hmm.
head.
It
Like
is.
if you don't agree, it's like you're gonna say this about me for me after I pay for your flight. Like, it is held over your head. That's where the text messages were coming from about scraps.
Okay.
I said you're putting scraps ahead of our friendship. Basically, is what I was saying. Like, you
And I
know,
Yeah, and
wouldn't.
Lolo, that blew me. That blew me. When
But
you were
see,
just
that's the
like,
thing.
I'll give it back to you, but I don't have it right now. I get like,
I
whoa.
didn't. I
So
didn't.
he's
If he
gonna
wanted
hold
it back,
250 over your head?
and he told me, he was like, I was just mad. I don't want that back. And I mean, he told me that. So I'm not worried about that, period. And no, Molly, I don't think you're making it up. It is what it is. My friendship is free. I don't ask him to send me this, that, and the other. And when I have asked him to send me something, he says, go right ahead. Here you go. And I say, well, I'll give it right back. And he's like, no, don't do that. So that is it. That is it. And when Envy
Hey,
sent me
Barbara.
that, and when y'all was going back and forth about this troll, I was like, what troll? I didn't know anything about a troll. Not at all. Molly, please stop trying to say that you know what the meanest text was or whatever. My relationship with Envy is different than my relationship with Lemon. I don't want to be in between any fuss or fight that they have because they're going to be made up in a week.
yeah, Lemon and
So,
I probably aren't gonna fight for long.
at all. Not at all.
Because really it's really on both ends, it's a waste of time. It
It
doesn't
is.
make any. We're on the internet. I'm not going to California. I'm not going to run up to some courthouse and start some bullshit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But Lolo, I just wanted to clear that up. And I also, I'm going to go right back to me saying, like, yeah, I typed out of emotion, but the thing is you also have to realize that
Mm-hmm.
I do apologize for taking it to an emotional standpoint. I just want you to understand that I wasn't calling you B's and H's and
That is
cussing,
true.
and I didn't say, hey, fucking Lola. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true. You didn't. That's why I was like, what? I didn't, because it's like you were mad because I said something about the messages, but I said something out of emotion. My feelings were hurt. That was the
right.
only thing.
So let's, I mean, we're of a particular age, right?
Right.
So let's just, let's just chalk it up to a couple cookies. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, DD cookies. You know what I'm
Can I ask a
Uh,
saying?
question? Can I ask a
Yeah, RY.
question? So Lola,
Mm-hmm.
if you miss Envy the way that you do, right?
I do.
Why didn't you take the opportunity last night when the fellas calmed down from all that arguing to spark the conversation?
Because
Was
I
it
wanted us
was
to
it
have a
because you didn't want
conversation.
Lemon to shut you down mid conversation, or what was
No,
the reason why you didn't have it?
I
Okay,
wanted I wanted to have a conversation either here with him or either on my panel. That's all.
right. So because you didn't want
With
Lemon
it,
to shut it down.
well, no, not Lemon shutting it down because Lemon asked me that I wanted to have the conversation, and I was like, no, I would
Oh,
rather do it either here with him or either at mine, where it's controlled, where we're each other's head mod, where it's controlled, and it ain't have shit to do with Lemon. It's just that I wanted to have that conversation with Envy on one of our turfs.
As you
okay,
should.
okay. I can
As you
respect that.
should. I
Definitely,
agree. I
definitely,
agree.
I agree with that.
But yeah, Lolo, I will stay consistent. I mean, you and I damn near we sat up here and went over rules when Judge Fifi did this
That's
and that. You know what
true.
I'm saying? Like,
Why, Judge Fifi? Why?
why? Jesus Christ!
Why? Yeah, somebody
But
came up last night, thought they was
Hey,
going to do it.
Charlie.
Somebody named Max. Max was up there half naked. I was like, oh no, not tonight, nigga. No, 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 no,
oh my god,
no, no.
Okay, see?
Mm-mm.
So Lemon cams up, clarify that. I thought I heard Lemon tell you to go over the envies. Okay, boom, there it is. Thank you
He
for
told me to go
that.
over the envies. I he said either go over the envies or Envy can come over to mine, but either or,
Uppity.
I know you watch. I know YouTube cameras. I know. I absolutely know. It is hard being friends with everybody because everybody be fussing and fighting, and I don't want to be a part of that fussing and fighting. I like my relationship with Envy. I love RNY, and I've been here every night. And when you're on, I'm here. I just haven't dropped down because I wanted us to have that conversation. You had Drip going on, then you had Marcus going on, and then it was doll babies and all kinds. I was like, this ain't the right time. We'll do it in our own time because I know that you know that I have nothing but respect for you, and I know that you do too. So I was just going to wait until it was the right time.
let's see. Yeah, I told you, Charlie. Yeah, I told y'all could have a conversation because Envy, not the rah rah type, and he laid back, and I knew RNY is chill. I knew this was a good idea. You're
Right.
right, Charlie. 100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, shout out to
And
Charlie.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Charlie's on point there for sure.
She's been in the background with me because y'all know I've been dealing with a lot. I know that
Yeah,
Right,
I
you've been
heard.
right.
dealing with a lot, RNY. So,
Yeah. And this
uh,
week is hard. This week is
yes,
hard.
yes.
It's rough. RY has already told you, but it's rough for both
Mm-hmm.
y'all in the same space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She doesn't have her mother
yeah, yeah.
as of like a couple months ago. So
Right.
Mhm.
And I don't have the same mother. You know what I
right,
mean? It's getting
Lolo,
correct.
worse.
Lolo,
Okay.
don't you do it because they're
Yeah,
Don't
done with us.
do it.
They're crying in a heartbeat. Stop.
You and me too. I'm
Woo.
not going there. I'm
Oh.
just glad we had this conversation. It was needed. I didn't
Mm-mm.
want to do text back and
Don't do it.
forth. I'm not. I'm gonna shut up right now.
I hear it.
I know
yeah,
I'm right there with
I
you.
hear
it's
it.
rough. It's rough. It is.
Yeah.
It's been rough. That's all. It's been
Lolo,
rough.
what are you doing tomorrow?
Working, but I'm cooking real light because she's not eating
What
like
time are
she
you off
should.
tomorrow? What time are
I'm
you off
off
tomorrow?
at 6 or 6:30 or 7, something like that.
What time do you go in?
About 3:30.
Okay.
So
All
I'm
right.
only working a few
All right.
hours.
I'm gonna hit you up tonight. I'm gonna hit you up after this live. I need you to respond to me. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. We good, Envy?
Yes, prayers for
Yeah.
LG. Absolutely, prayers for LG.
Oh,
Oh
Happy
my
birthday.
LG,
God.
yes. How
Yes,
did
Lord
that
Oh,
did
Jesus.
that come together? Because it looked very serious. I mean, I get
yeah.
it. I don't know the details, but said Carla, you
Stop
Stop,
it,
stop it,
Molly.
Molly,
Molly. God
listen.
damn,
Molly,
Molly.
don't do
Molly.
that, Molly. Please don't do that.
Jesus Christ. Um, okay, so you're gonna hit Lolo up, okay, and y'all are gonna do your thing. What did y'all ask me? My bad. I was looking at Molly being an
And you
asshole.
asked about if the thing with LG.
Yeah,
Oh,
how
how
serious
did
is
that? Is
it?
she good? Is she okay?
No, she's not.
Ooh.
She's not. But I don't know exactly what went down and how badly she's hurt.
Jeez.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
you're
do
right,
you all
Pooh.
know like next steps and
Mm-mm.
you know,
I want to
damn,
reach out to her, but I don't have her phone number, and I know she's got a lot going on.
She got a lot
I'm
going on,
sure.
yeah.
Mm.
Definitely sending prayers
W-
her way.
Me too.
Golly.
And I know, well, yeah, I know that you got a lot going on, Lola. I know RNY has a lot going on too. I just appreciated that you reached out, period. You know, I can't, I wasn't going to, it took me a day to respond because I had to take it all in, Lolo. It wasn't
I
like
know
me
it.
being mean. I was just taking it all in, Lolo.
I know.
Uh,
I
and
know
we got
you.
Lil Mama Obama.
Hey,
Hey,
What it do?
sweetheart.
hey,
Hey, little
y'all.
mama.
Hi.
Hey, RNY. Um, I just wanted to say something, and I've been wanting to say it for a minute to you, RNY, but
Okay.
um, I kind of feel like, and and it's not a bad thing, because you guys
Okay.
know how I feel about um internet relationships and stuff. I've
Mm-hmm.
made that clear, but I do feel like, with what you've experienced, that having envy is kind of like a peaceful place for you. It kind of gives you solace, and I just wish, other people in the sector kind of looked at it like that and gave you a little bit more grace. But I don't want you to feel like, when I came up last week with the
Mm-hmm.
Gigi lady, that I was coming at you. I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like that at all. And I'm just glad that, envy is by your side and he's with you in whatever capacity it is. I'm just glad
Mm-hmm.
that you have someone, and I wasn't coming at you in a
Yeah.
negative way.
I
I-
appreciate that a lot. And I knew you weren't coming at me like that because I know your character and I know your temperament. So I literally took all of that in. Even after the live, I brought that up to Envy and I was just like, I appreciate her so much for coming and telling me that. So I didn't feel offended at all. Not at all.
Okay. Okay, well, I just wanted to clear the air on that, and
I
I'm gonna drop
appreciate
down,
that, boo.
but I wanted to say that to you though.
And Lil Mama,
I
just
appreciate it.
real quick, this will take like 2 minutes. You were, I believe you went to a different live or whatever the case may be, but RY and I did speak on that. And the way that we spoke on it is I brought it up. I said, Lil Mama Obama, no questions asked. When you said, you expressed your thoughts about Gigi being over here. So
Mm-hmm.
I do have to I did that night, and I just want to make sure that you hear it. That I'm very appreciative. I know that you're looking out for the integrity of the channel. You weren't out of emotion. You were like, this is going a little bit too far. So I
Yeah,
really, I didn't question you. I didn't think about it. I wasn't, as soon as you said consequences, I'm like, they're already done.
yeah.
So I really do appreciate that, because I know that was coming from a good place, little Mama Obama. And I'm glad to have you on the squad.
Yeah, and and I like hanging over here. And I just didn't like what the lady was doing, and I felt like she played on RNY's top, and then leading to playing on yours. And I'm like, no, she has to be held accountable, you guys. But I didn't know what the backstory was with her and you guys, but I knew eventually, Envy, you'd handle it. I knew you would.
I appreciate that. I sure did. As soon as you said something, I handled it before the live was over.
I'm
Okay.
glad that they're together personally. I like the dynamic.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well,
Thank
I'll let you
you.
guys go.
Thank
All
you.
right, have a good
You're
one.
welcome. Bye, y'all.
You have a
Happy
great
Bye.
day, little
Thanksgiving,
Mama Obama.
sweetheart.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I love
Who could
Lil
be
Mama
mad with Lil
Obama.
Mama Obama?
You
Like I could
can't.
be cussing somebody out and be like, what was I saying? Hey guys, hey,
You just can't. You
shout out to
can't.
Lil Mama Obama. But yeah, I think that Lolo, uh, the one thing out of all of it, hold on, uppity, 1 second.
Okay.
Lolo, the one thing out of it all is, yeah, I was upset. Yes, I take accountability. I should have picked up the damn phone instead of texting, because text could go everywhere and give
Anyway,
people too
yeah.
much time to think, or whatever the case may be. I do wish I would have picked up the phone, but I do want you to know, even during all that or whatever, if somebody brought you up, I'm like, Lolo's acting a little this way or that way, but I'm not gonna go against her. Like, I'll never go against you unless you like just you got to
No,
drag me through the mud for me to
I
say
would never
something.
do that. I would never do that.
So hopefully you accept my accountability that I've taken and my apology, because in the future, if I do have an issue, rather than texting, I will most definitely pick up the phone. There's a reason why we have each other's real numbers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Just call
uppity.
me and say, what the fuck are you
Oh
doing?
yeah, yeah, that would have been a little bit more. Yeah, but let's just keep, just to be very crystal clear. Let's just keep people. Let's not ever use a third party, middleman, middle woman, whatever, in anything that we have going on. I just want that agreement, and
Exactly.
it'd just be better for us to do that, because we are a little bit further along than this damn app.
That's
So
true.
don't let the app ruin the friendship that we have. What's up, uppity?
Hey again, I was gonna say, because I didn't know that y'all said the lady can't come back. Well, I think that's what y'all saying, right? But I think that Drip shouldn't be allowed back either, because she did say he set her up for that, and I also think the Drip commissary should just be like, you already announced that you proved that it wasn't nothing. So I'm not just talking about you and anybody in general. When people do these type of stunts, like faking their unalive, faking children, and y'all keep giving it, y'all talk about it, these people clearly got mental issues and going to get attention by any means necessary. So I think when y'all discover things are a non-factor, just don't even talk about them no more, because that's what they like, and we're going to keep going through situations like that if people see that as content. And also,
Uppity. It went into the
go ahead.
context of what we're no. You're actually speaking of Bree, to be honest with you, because the whole context of it coming back up is what Bree put in the chat. We were done with it. We were
No, I'm
talking
not
about
blaming you. I'm not blaming you.
no,
That
no,
that
right.
wasn't my point. Okay.
What I'm saying is, what a part of the live is, we were talking about Marcus. We were done. We passed on. Drip was never going to be talked about again. But what I'm saying is Brianna weaponized it. That's why we're here. Like, I didn't tell her to type that we're putting people in early graves. We were done. She already knew the truth, so why type that? That's why we were bringing it up. I,
If you
I'm
love
not
that
going to
little,
have,
Envy,
huh?
you love that receipt, don't you? No, Envy, I think you're
I
mistaken what
do.
I'm saying. Yeah, I think you're mistaken what I'm saying. I think Drip was an excuse or a segue to get at RNY. That's all that was, because it couldn't be. If you look at the type of content and the type of stuff that they do, they couldn't have that serious a problem with whatever mistake y'all may have made or may not made, or intentionally, whatever. So that was just a segue. So, like, I was just saying, for the purpose of attention, so you can stop people from coming to your channel with bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because they know, okay, if I go to your channel with this and this and that, I'm not gonna be able to do it no more. And then the word's gonna get around, and so I'm gonna have to use something else to become content or get attention. So I wasn't speaking, I'm talking about anybody, but that, I don't watch Computer Back, so I didn't know what was said until I heard other people talking about it. But that was just nothing but an excuse to get at RNY, because not the first time they done it to her. They did it before with the group chat thing. So, and because I was saying that in the chat the whole time when y'all was answering questions, like, well, did she hit up RNY before she went live on her? No, she didn't. You know what I'm saying? This girl has a history of snaking people from behind the scenes. So we're going to call it from what it is. It's stemming from jealousy, and it's also stemming from anytime they see anybody getting a little motion on their channel, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? They try to break people down, try to stop people, just try to put you in a bad light. But I wouldn't even feed into it all their questions. That's just me per se. And then I also, Nyla, be nice. I also had another quick question, unrelated, of course. Lolo.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I feel. Oh, yeah, it was the statement. This is for you, Lolo, because I feel, and I'm not being, Shay. Me and Lolo have our moments because the messy stuff
We
she
have our
does. See,
moments.
Lolo, yeah,
Well, it's
but
always
Lolo does
me,
enough.
Uppity.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, Lolo does enough messy stuff on her own accord. I
I
don't think y'all
do.
should be grouping her into with everything that Lemon does. Lemon is just a train wreck that is his mother's problem. He's nobody's problem. If people could take sitting around him, that's on them. But I don't think Lolo should be blamed for stuff that Lemon does, because in my opinion, she does enough messy stuff on her own. We can't expect that of her. Lemon does not have respect for any woman, in my opinion. I don't see him treat Lolo with that much respect. So if Lolo does speak up, we already know what the outcome's going to be. So why even ask her? That's MB job to check Lemon about that situation. Because y'all remember, I was upset and I was talking about it when I first see him do it. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying for MV to do it, but I don't think y'all can really expect Lolo to have any persuasion over Lemon. And like I said, she does enough messy stuff on her own. So there's really no need to include her in that.
Do you
Oh
love me
Lord.
or not? What are you
I
doing?
know. Yeah. I love you. I hate you. I love you. I hate you. That's what I heard. God damn.
No, I'm being fair. I'm being fair.
Do you love me or do you hate me?
I love Lolo. I'm like you, Lolo. I love everybody today.
I ain't mad
Yeah,
at you. I love you.
you brought out Jessica P here. Woo, Uppity, you're so correct. I totally forgot about group chat gate. Bree went live and even said on Nika's link, and I quote, "See RNY, you that bitch that blah blah blah" during group chat gate. Yep. So you're
I
right.
remember.
They dragged her across the road, but they're going to keep doing it. At the end of the day, they are weak and they are looking for. And that's another thing, Envy. You want to do a deep dive? Can you figure out why Pisa was on the live with Rick Reed and he dragged the hell out of her and her bestie, and he dragged the hell out of both of them? Never apologized. Not only did she not bring it up, she was kissing his behind, and he's biracial as well. So, like I said, you got to realize you're dealing with people that pick and choose, and the more that they feel like they can um, stomp dog walk on you, that's what they're going to do. Certain people, they're not going to come at that because they know the outcome. So they feel like they could come at y'all like that. That's why they're doing it. So I mean, you could take the high road if you
They
want, but it's just
can't.
going to keep happening. I'm just
Mm-mm.
saying, but
Yeah.
Rick Reed is biracial. And he dragged. Have you ever dragged them? Because he dragged them for 2-3 days. He got a couple of lives. They probably still up dragging them. They act like they didn't even see that live. Also, I'm not responding, but yet they so heavily invested in your biracial business. Make it make sense. No, they're weak and they looking for weak targets. They see you getting a little motion, so they want to try to play big dog. Big bang, take a little bit, and they are not cool kids. They are rejects. That's why they only shine in the sector. But I just had to put that out there. And y'all leave Lolo alone about Lemon. She messy alone. Don't worry about it. She gonna give you something to talk about or argue with her. All right, you guys.
I love you too, Uppity. God
I
damn
love
it.
you too, Lolo. Cheer up. All right, bye bye.
I can always count on Uppity to make me laugh.
Right. Right. No, that's yeah. I mean, my thing is, I think that me, Lolo. Some people love it, some people hate it. I try to have a
Right.
beginning of the, like a damn professor. Beginning of the show, let you guys know what I'm going over. The peak of the show, and then the conclusion of the show. Da 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 da. I know people make fun of me for it, but hey, I'm here for it.
Now you got a syllabus for your
But
life.
Tell me this.
syllabus, Jesus
Do
Christ,
you think Drip
and a
was just
highlighter.
well look, do you think Drip was just trying to get maybe some notoriety over here or get
No.
some motion? So because all of that is just wild. You got
You know why I think? You know what I think? Okay,
what you think?
remember when everybody wanted Drip to pull up to answer questions or whatever, and he wouldn't pull up on
Yeah.
anybody's platform, but he did the interview at Gigi's. I think that
Uh-huh.
Gigi told him, slide out of this. But you have to remember, right? Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I'm not making anything before, but it was the truth. So forget about the but. Every sector has different styles, and I'm not giving any excuses. Every sector has different styles. The beef sector is supposed to beef, but y'all don't beef, so I don't know what the hell this is. But but the beef sector allegedly is supposed to beef, but everybody's doing a kumbaya. I guess maybe you can blame it on the holidays or whatever.
Can we have the holidays to be to be
No, we
okay?
didn't.
Hold on. Somebody
Absolutely
said
not.
Charlie was a racist. What?
That's
Hold
not
on.
true.
Oh yeah, they say that. They try to say that all the time. Well, let me
Yeah.
let me yeah.
Jeez.
Damn, what
Go
was I
ahead.
saying? What was I saying? Shit.
Not simply. Charlie said something that
Oh,
offended ghetto.
oh, I said,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I want to
Gotcha.
actually ask Charlie why Ghetto pulled up on her. But anyway, I'll get to that in a second. But every sector has their messed up styles, right? You
Mm-hmm.
could say that a sector drags kids, right? Or
Right.
beef sector, circa beef sector circa 2011 or whatever it was. Go on your panel, drag somebody, get off, and deal with it later, right? But
Right.
I don't see anybody beef, and I see a lot of fake ass bullshit. But um, the sector, okay. So Gigi comes from Mo3 adjacent, okay.
Okay.
And when I was, Mo3, Troll Beef sector, all that, it didn't matter where we came from, but it used to be called the Play Runner sector, okay.
Oh.
And the Play Runner sector actually has competitions and praises plays. It doesn't matter if somebody passed away, it doesn't matter if somebody went to the moon, it didn't matter if somebody's house burnt down.
Oh
That's their
Jesus.
style. So do I think that it's right? No, but it's not out of the ordinary for what it gives for them.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
It's like I can't go over the church sector saying fuck all y'all.
Please don't.
Why can't you, baby? Because they sit
Here
over there
goes
and
our.
do it.
I
Yeah,
knew you were gonna say that shit.
yeah, they do, but let's not add to them cussing folk out
Yeah,
because
that's true.
ooh,
Should I go
You
over
child.
there
right.
and take? Should I go over there and quote Jay Wilson? You know how them church girls are.
Oh
Oh, they
Lord.
say that over there too. Jay
Oh
Wilson
Oh
be over
yeah.
there.
Lord.
Hey y'all,
So
I went to Catholic school and public school, so I can give you the comparison. But anyway, and if you remember the point I made about the funeral, they don't give a F, right? And now they're gonna have a funeral for the fake
wait.
baby and for Drip. Yeah,
What?
they're doing yeah for the fake baby.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that's what I'm saying. Like they are on a level we didn't even get the level of where they go.
Little
Thank
mama.
Like
God.
we got a little bit of the residual, but we definitely didn't get like
Wow.
one of their main storylines. Yeah, they're because yes, they're that's what Drip was worried
Wow.
about, the quote unquote fake baby. And it's kind of sad that they do have a now when they presented this story, it came out as a baby doll, like an actual baby doll
That's
that
what
they were
I heard.
using. Yeah, so
Yeah, she did a Google
gain
reverse
something from
search and tried
everybody
that
isn't okay
mess.
with
We
that
ain't talking about that.
BS. They
Wow.
try to play, especially when they try to gain something from the person that they're running a play on. Yeah, I'm not necessarily, yeah, Nurse K, I know everybody's not cool with it, but it's a little bit more normalized. You know what I mean? We were called the play
That's
runner sector
wild.
for how long? It's more normalized. So when that shit comes over here, people are like, oh my God, they're running a play. And then there's a level that you can go to. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a level of the play that you can run, even though the beef sector talks about deceased children and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Child.
okay, so the play runners could say, why talk about kids, and the kid people could say, why run plays.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro, like.
Confusing.
And I'm cool. I'm not, nobody will claim me. I'm a nomad out here. I didn't make it in the Mo3 sector. I didn't make it in the beef sector. Well, guess what? I went to the prison sector, the manosphere, the goddamn, the sports sector, the
Yeah.
music sector, and I made it
Hey,
in all of them.
you've been busy. You've been
Oh, yeah.
busy.
RNY has seen a lot of, out of sectors. Been on
Yeah.
Hater World, been on No Jumper.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. What'd you think, RNY?
I was watching one person you referenced last night, and I said, "Oh, okay, wow. Oh, this is
Right.
interesting over here." No,
Yeah.
I have been enjoying venturing out from the beef sector. Yeah, it's time for me to see what else is out there. I'm not leaving, but it's just time for me to find something else.
Something else to
Something
do. Let me find something else to
And
do.
because
isn't it is and it's funny to me, Lolo, right? As a content creator to content creator, isn't it crazy where people say, "Oh, she's been caught up in all these scandals. Oh, she been."
Oh my God.
That's actually a compliment. You know
Right?
why it's a compliment? Because she's bringing content.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
know, aren't you supposed to be in somebody's mouth if you're
Mhm.
content creator? Isn't that the goal?
God, I just want to be
oh,
out of people's
Jessica, I've
mouths
been
for
tipping, I've
5
been dipping my
minutes.
toes everywhere else too, honey.
For
I've been over
not
there.
5 minutes.
I
5
really been
minutes.
over there parlaying in the Umar sector via somebody else. And then I've been over there in the Doomsday sector. Them people crazy, but I
Wait,
love it.
Right.
Doomsday, is that
I
where
love
Man
it.
Man come
Oh,
from?
baby. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's where he come from, but honey, they be over there building bunkers under their house, going to the store,
Oh,
buying up everything and just storing it. I love stuff like that.
that's
Love it.
that's
One
wild.
person,
That's
he had every piece of ammunition you can buy from a weapon store.
God damn.
Uh,
What he waiting for?
oh
A war?
yeah. Listen, waiting for something.
Not they all wear masks. Get out, Molly. Really? The fuck?
Well, I so yeah. I
I
mean,
enjoy the Umar
online
sector
I
too, Gemini.
always
I've
look.
been watching Mike TV. I've been watching
Yeah.
him lately.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
mean, we watch Mike TV, and Mike TV is crazy where, you all have seen shorts and stuff, and I just don't tell you why I have
Mhm.
them. I took her over to Mike TV. We listen. Mike TV gives the best breakdown on Umar Johnson. He catches him in so many damn
Yes.
lies about that school.
Oh no, it won't the lies for me. It was a video I was watching, and it's funny how you see people in the beef sector commenting everywhere else. I was over there watching a video that Mike TV put up, and it was about how Umar's dad spoke out against him. Right?
whoa.
I look at the screen. Who do I see comment? Happy Life. Happy
Of
Life said, "Well,
course.
damn Umar." Yeah, it said, "Well,
Happy
damn
life.
Umar."
Who
Umar,
else?
anytime your daddy speak on you, oh, you're fucked.
Oh, Happy Life been getting a little vocal here lately. Okay, Happy.
I was at my desk in tears. I wanted to say, Happy Life, what the fuck are you doing? Shut
Happy
up.
Life
Yeah.
is busy right
You
now.
Oh,
see, I'll show you like one of the things. Yeah,
thank
man,
you,
he
Jessica.
Mike TV makes everybody look like they don't know about their culture. I'll be
Oh,
right back so I
wow.
can scroll down so I can show y'all this short about Mike TV. 1 second, I'll be
Hmm.
right back.
Wow. I've been into the David and Celeste thing.
Who is,
I want
oh, that's the North Carolina people.
no, that's the aspiring singer. He was starting to really kick off. And he's the one that sings Romantic Homicide and the young
Oh,
girl
oh,
who was
oh, oh, oh,
found.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? Like how I dealt with Melly Monaco, Melanie
Oh,
King,
God.
and,
Melanie
and
Monaco.
Melanie King, and all them when I was doing Manosphere content. Like I don't just hang out. I don't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like look at this. Like I mean this.
Change of plan.
I mean, I have so much stuff. Like, okay, so here is the Mike TV, which I showed RNY last night. I was like, I've been putting this short up forever. I'm like, do you know that I really rocks with Mike TV? But listen to this right here. I love it when people. I hate the word African American. Here's why. Let's go, Mike TV.
There were melanated people in North America way before Columbus and the transatlantic slave trade. But guess what? The white man has a theory called out of Africa theory. So technically, even the white man theorizes that all of civilization came from Africa. The Europeans, the Spaniards, everybody came from Africa. The Europeans had their own ethnogenesis. The Spaniards had their own ethnogenesis. The Aboriginal blacks have their own ethnogenesis. The black Aboriginal Australians have their own ethnogenesis. But why is it that only black Americans are mislabeled as a dual continental misnomer, African American? Why can't we have our own ethnogenesis when we've been in this land for centuries?
Yeah, he
That's
used too
what
many
I
big
move
words for
around.
me. He used
Well, I
way too
get
many
it.
big words. Too many. I don't come to YouTube to get smarter. I come to YouTube just to relax.
I know, and then when I showed RNY that that Hater World reviewed me, and then when I had Pino call into No Jumper on my channel, and that Pino when he got into that fight with 1090 Jake in Boston, and this and that, because people are like, why were you in the prison sector? Because they have 1 million and something views per video, and they were on my channel pushing them.
Like
Yeah.
Pablo, what's his name? Jumpsuit Pablo.
I'm not quite sure.
You don't know? He's in the
Don't
prison
know.
sector. Really? He's in the now. I be watching him sometimes. He be doing a lot of the phone calls too from prison. About that guy who ran over somebody for like ran over him until, in their words, till they were like spaghetti. It was sick. Yeah, it was sick.
Envy,
And
look at
then
your
he,
look at your Instagram.
baby.
Look at your Instagram, Envy.
Oh
I won't
no.
just telling you about no ethnogenesis, Molly. Stop it. That word is too big for me.
And look at
That
that
is too
comment
big.
on the screen.
Oh.
Oh, that had me in tears. Like, what are you doing over there, huh?
And happy life.
Crazy.
Oh my God,
Yes.
happy life.
Gotta
Go
be.
away. Go. Oh my God. Wait.
Yes.
Happy life. Happy life
How did
is
Happy Life find
busy.
Mike TV? Oh my God, y'all. Hey,
He
let me
said when your
message.
father
Let,
exposed
uh,
you, you're fucked.
Man, happy life is smarter than
we
me.
did.
I can't.
We need to we need to set out a smoke signal to Mike
Ah,
TV and be like, Happy Life, don't mind him.
listen,
We
pay
need to
him
get
no
Happy
attention.
Life, y'all. Don't let Happy Life go outside by himself,
Oh,
okay?
that
Do
thing
not let
tickled
him cross
me.
the street by himself,
But the
Mm-mm.
please.
only
But
reason
you know
why I
what other
showed
sector
that,
I be in a lot too? I be in like the legal sector. I love watching the lead attorney, and I'm a big Nancy Grace fan by
Me
default.
too. Me too.
And I'm waiting for this Luigi Mangione stuff to kick off, but that's a whole another conversation. Go ahead, Envy.
Yes, I
Go
love
ahead.
that.
Mm-hmm.
no, I was just gonna show something
And
real quick. Go
Ashley
ahead.
Okay.
Bancroft. Don't forget Ashley Bancroft.
Oh yes. Oh,
So,
absolutely. And I'm a big
so
law and crime
like,
TV person.
okay, so I'll give you an example real quick, right, Lolo?
Mm-hmm.
This is a
Mm-hmm.
really quick example. Okay, so is envy in other sectors, and does any envy get respect in other sectors? Let me tell you.
Oh,
Okay, this
absolutely.
is okay. Here,
Respect.
let me show you exactly what happened. I can show you three things. Okay, so Eric Costo, right? He's a white crip or whatever. In the prison sector, this is him. And then you know how I always play. You know what? You know what though? Like play that, you look at the caption. So let's listen to Eric Costa real quick. I'll walk you through some. 1 second.
Change of plan. The live is still going on tonight, but it's going to be on my channel, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to get on live. Envy's going to come on. Once Envy's on, we'll get Pino on and we'll start the debate. And for all you guys that think Envy's my homie and on my side, I have respect for Envy. I'm a fan of his show. So I show respect when respect is given. But you guys need to understand, Envy has no picks. Okay? I don't call Envy. I call him Psycho Billy.
Okay, so listen to what I say, but look at the caption. Basically, I was trolling him. Look at the look at the comment at the bottom of the screen, but hear what I'm gonna say. Let's go. You know what though? Everybody in the building and everybody that's gonna come in the building, go ahead and subscribe, set your notifications, hit that bell, and set it to all, because I'm going live. Like, I'm going live until he's the fuck up out of here. Okay, that's it. Fuck him.
It's like old Billy on site.
Telling me, but she was entering me in poetry contests and I was winning. And she got me in, but
Right.
that's why I made that video. because
Anyway, so I only have to show you that a second. Like I have a gazillion, I got a gazillion different and that's how Hater World reviewed me, because I had Pino and I had K Frog and I had 1090 Jake and I had New Age Plug, I had Milk 74. Like I'm telling you, move it around or whatever. If people think that they're stuck and they got to get everybody to like them, like do an interview like this, like with Milk 74, talk about Crip Mac Lupe, Adam 22, Smack, Map Wap TV, culture.
So
yeah,
white people can be Crips. White people can be Crips.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I honestly did not know that.
He's the highest ranking Crip in Virginia.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
I probably walked by him, didn't know.
So yeah, so the thing is like here's how, you know, here's your networking aspect, okay, right? So okay, so let me show you something real quick. Pino, no jumper. Okay, all right. Let's look at this real quick, but let's look at the numbers, right? This is why you network on this bitch. Then you don't have to worry about what anybody says. Okay. So 1.1 million views, 1.1 million views, you know, 551,000. You see K Frog, all the prison sector people, 1090 Jake, Pino, everybody else, right? So you see Pino right here. All right.
Start going crazy.
I shot the
And this ain't no bullshit. This is no jumper. Come on.
real quick,
You know what I'm
hit
saying?
a couple dispensaries and then went home.
Hit a couple
Okay, great. Yeah, so it's very, very easy. And the thing that what you saw me reviewing Eric Costa or whatever, that was me. That Pino fought 1090 Jake. So networking is paramount to goddamn staying away from the hate. That's why people say, oh, you run from the sectors, you didn't make it. It's not about making it, it's about getting tired of you motherfuckers. That's what it is.
Yeah, that can definitely happen.
You know, and it's like okay, and did you not just see the millions of views? Look, boom.
That's
like
a lot of
I'm in
views.
I'm in other sectors. That's Pino right there, right? Who has millions of views.
Hear you on the mic,
That's me, right?
Phone, bro. I don't give a fuck what you talking about with anybody.
Anyway,
I
you get it.
honestly did not know that white people. I thought that okay, maybe I'm gang dumb, but I honestly thought gangs were
At Kensington,
color
Alan
coded.
didn't want to fight because Alan just wanted clout. Do you understand how big the internet is, my guy? Hey man, 2 billion views per day are done on YouTube.
If he
shit, it's pretty much straight. I don't know, maybe, but I like in my opinion.
He fight Allen, I paint his ass afterwards. Yeah, for sure. I agree. No problem.
So anyway, we did a whole series of stuff or whatever. I'm just giving you a quick example as fast as I possibly can without boring people that other sectors are possible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always nice to move around. You know, when the beef sector gets pissed off at me, I'll be back in a few weeks.
And not in a few weeks. We taking a vacation from the beef sector.
Hey, I love the beef sector. I love it. I'm gonna start claiming this shit. You know, just it really pissed everybody off. I'm gonna make a banner. You know what I'm saying? You know, I flirted with it with this shit.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that, Charlie.
Oh, what Charlie said?
Be honest, Envy,
Charlie
when
said
I first
only
saw this
one
banner,
game.
I thought that was the YTC. I thought that was like a cartoon version of YTC.
I did too. I did.
Yeah,
I
okay,
always,
I'm glad
so
I'm
it's
not the only one.
No, so that's not YTC. Okay.
Oh wow, okay.
I really thought that was like a character, caricature version of her. I was just like, oh, she's pretty.
What I was trying to show here is that, you know, we can get greasy and gutter like Mo 3, but we can come over and talk to sophisticated women with good conversation as well. That was the Mo beef sector. Since y'all wanted to goddamn crossover and say I'm from here, I'm not from there, whatever. Ain't nobody complained yet, have they? I can be whatever I want to be. I just have to say the shit and sound confident about it when I'm saying it. Okay.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. Well, I am 3 hours, so that's the conclusion to everything that I have personally. You ladies can take it from here, and I will, bow out. And what do you, Lolo? I'm glad that we. Here's what I will say. Okay, Lolo,
Oh,
I'm glad.
Uppity. I'm gonna have to go check
Lo,
them out. Sorry, Envy. I'm gonna have to check them out,
no, you're
Uppity.
good.
Up in
Lolo,
it be
I'm glad.
saying some good stuff. I'm sorry, go ahead,
Lolo, I'm
Nick.
glad that Lolo, I'm glad that we cleared things up. It feels good, great.
It does.
We're old enough to put that behind us, not talk about it again.
Right.
The resolution that I did come up with is I'll pick up the damn phone rather than emotionally text you. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you. I
If you
appreciate
ever get
that.
anything from me first in the morning, I'm not a morning person. Just give me an hour, okay?
Look, me
Like
An
I
either.
hour.
We'll talk after 10:30. We
But
right.
listen.
10
We are
10:30
not
is too early. After 12:30.
after
Yeah.
12:30. That works too.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Yes.
definitely
She's
works too.
familiar with my schedule. But
Mhm.
I'm glad that we cleared that up or whatever, Lolo. I appreciate it. And also I'm gonna say one more time while you're sitting here that as I said, I don't Lemon and I we're not gonna punch each other in the face. We're not gonna have like a firearms competition. We're not gonna do none of that. It's just stupid. Him and I have spats, and sometimes, to be honest with you, I forget why I'm mad at him. So I'm just like, this is
I
fucking
know both
stupid.
of y'all do
But
the same thing. I'd be like,
I
okay, I'm
forget.
just not even
I
going
ask
there.
RY and other people, why am I mad at them this week? Oh, I don't fuck. That's you guys. You guys are fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I'm just telling you because you're on the panel all the time and whatnot. And the energy. When you see my energy, yes, the only thing that I do have that I really want him to square that away with RNY because he has said positive
Yeah.
things. He has said positive things. He has said that I verified my receipts against Marcus and all that. He's been more objective than I've seen him in the past. So literally the only thing that I have an issue is just clear that up. And hey,
He likes
just like
RNY. He can say
I
all he
know.
wants to, but he likes
Let me tell you
RNY.
something. Let me tell you something. I'm at the age of this. The best apology is changed behavior. Shout out to Just Kimmy for that, because that's where I got that from.
That is
See,
true.
because you can say you like somebody and apologize over and over again, and you do the same offense. In the Bible, see, here we go. Y'all gonna have to deal with me on this one. I'm a church girl, honey, and I read that Bible, okay? Because it applies to me even when I mess up. Even the Bible
Okay.
talks about a reprobate mind.
Hey,
It also says that a double-minded man is always unstable. So
hey.
you can like me all you want to, but you keep offending.
But
So
you
then
gotta
you can't
show
be
me.
mad.
Yep.
Exactly. You can't be mad when the offender is then offended by the person that they offended. Like it don't make sense. You can't be mad.
That is true, and that was
So he can
confusing, but
apologize.
I got
How
it.
many times has he? How many times? How many times has he apologized to people and he turned around and did the same thing?
I will say
That
this
Yeah.
to me
though.
is calling.
I will say this though. You're 100% correct. But what I will say that just is a fact. A couple people that he has expressed apologies to, he definitely took a step back. Like Jessica B is a good example. Once he
Yeah.
apologized to Jessica B, he chilled all the way out. And I just think that as a man, that's what he has to do. Like it is no different. Literally, like it's not a flex, it's not a threat, and all this other weird ass shit that people could take it to. It's literally as similar as Lolo and I clearing things up.
Yeah.
Like not knowing where your beef is coming from, not knowing what somebody's gonna say, not knowing if you have to talk shit, whatever. It's just a weird feeling. We need to have fun on this goddamn app,
Exactly. This is
Not,
why that's why I sent you that text. I'm like, I miss you. Where are you? I miss you.
Mhm.
Y'all know I'm
Up in
just
here.
too fucking emotional, period. And I don't know when that'll stop, if it'll stop, but
That
that's a
was
lot.
big.
no, you're good. So Lolo, that's what I had to say to you.
Bye, Shawnees.
I doubt you'll have your last words. Whether I'll shut the hell up, and then RNY. You know how I get, and hopefully I presented this with some coof, and Yeah.
I'm
So
screenshotting this chat because y'all, I saw some people drop some other content creator names in here. I'm gonna go check them out.
Yeah,
uh,
uppity
okay.
be round now. Uppity, don't
Yeah,
let her
she told
fool
me
you.
about. She told me about. I think it's Queen Sheba, darling. I
Yeah,
done
Queen
subscribed to her.
Sheba.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Shanice, I don't
Don't.
think that Shanice, I don't, Jesus Christ. Oh, Shanice is, I love
I
to hate
love I
Shanice.
love Shanice.
I let Shanice will cuss at me.
Shanice is messy.
Shanice will cuss at me and then send me a smiley face. I'm like, God damn, she's like a Sour Patch Kid. No
No,
pun
Shanice
intended
did
to
that to me
Sour
at
Patch.
first too. I ain't gonna be blind to you.
No,
Oh,
actually,
Shanice
the
used to
crazy thing is,
drag.
oh yeah, she drags me a little bit, but then she says, "Oh, it's cool," but Shanice, no, I'll give you an example why I don't let envy think we hate you. All right. No, you hate me. That's good. I like it. I like to know where I stand with people, and it's not good. It's not good. But no. The reason why I know directly that y'all don't hate RNY is because I did hear Breeze, and y'all were in the chat banging. You're trying to drag RY. Like Bree even had to say, y'all, damn it. I'm not trying to drag RY. Jesus Christ. I was like, I was
I
like,
didn't
damn.
listen. I did not listen today.
I gotta go catch that.
Last I
Yeah.
heard, I let Ghetto's girlfriend get doxxed. Like I'm like, what? I
What?
didn't even know her. To
Who's getting
better
doxxed?
evidently it was said. Now this is word of mouth that I heard that I let landlord dox Ghetto's girlfriend, but
Oh,
I
I
didn't
thought
even
I heard
know
you
who
say
that.
that last night on your panel. I was half
Yeah,
asleep, but
and
I
I
thought I was
dropped
tripping.
him. No, and I dropped him. I didn't even know his girlfriend's name. I
oh,
had no idea that they
ooh.
went back and forth like that. Yeah, do
Because I
that,
heard a
uppity baby.
name, I heard a
Mm-hmm.
name, and then I heard something about kids, and I said, "Whoa!" And I just rolled over
Yeah.
with the sleep for real at that point. But Envy earlier in this chat, Pooh Campbell said something that was so funny. Pooh Campbell said, "Well, Envy, as long as you are with our RNY, you will always have a target on your back." I said, "Oh, look at y'all."
Wait, what they say? Hold on a second. What
No,
I
this
got
was
it. Who's
earlier
got
in
a
the
target?
chat. This
Oh,
was
what
early in this live. They were
they
just
said
like,
what
"Well,
is all time go
Pooh
ahead.
Campbell said, as long as you're dating, no, what they say, as long as you are with our RNY, you will always have a target on your back."
Oh yeah. Listen, if I,
Well, she
if
is RNY now. Come on now.
if I had if I didn't have a target on my back, I'd be wondering what the hell is going on, and I'd create so that would feel strange. Like I've been wearing a Target T-shirt for a while, and I've been
Not a
shot many a
Target
times by
t-shirt.
YouTube. I run around with. I don't wear one Target. I wear them all over my body because to give people a fresh start. You know what I mean? Um,
Child.
so you
Mhm.
don't have to follow up
Hey,
on anybody.
Uppity. Uppity, is it Queen Sheba, darling? If so, that's who I just up to. I think
Right.
that's who she was
Okay.
talking about. But yeah.
Uppity
Okay.
said
So
she gonna
yeah,
tag me. I'm be waiting.
Rolo cool, and RY. Hopefully,
Hmm.
I did have a lot of tact. Jesus Christ.
You did.
Wow.
Absolutely. You did
Um.
amazing.
Perfect.
So
Thank you, Uppity.
as I said, I appreciate you, moving and grooving and filled into the conversation, and hopefully people don't feel like I'm controlling you and speaking for you. And the funny thing
No.
is, the same people that said control and speaking for you, they said, "Why are you speaking for Envy with about you?" I'm like,
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
God.
Back and forth, man. People are man. If you gave these people a trampoline, they would miss it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
But yeah, you ladies have closing words or whatever. I'm going on mute because I'm
I'll
ready to
let
get
Lolo
the
go
fuck
first.
up out of here. Go ahead, y'all.
Well, y'all know me. I love you, and I'm glad that we had our conversation. We needed it, and it took us too damn long. From now on, we just gonna fucking call each other and fuss and just love, and that's it. I mean, I'm sorry, I love y'all. And Molly, you can hate me all you want, but I love you, and that's all it is to it. You gonna love me, damn it. That's all it is to it. But you're gonna
And
love
Lolo, I'm
me.
gonna hit you up. Oh God,
Yeah.
here now she about to sing. I'm gonna hit
Okay.
you up because yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what you're doing tomorrow.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go. I need to go and make sure she's straight for the night, and it's
Yeah,
just a lot. So yeah,
it
I'll
is.
be.
We'll chat.
Yeah,
We'll chat.
absolutely,
All right,
absolutely. It's
boo.
something else. But I love you guys. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all later. All right.
Alrighty.
Be good. You better treat
All
my
right,
sis right.
Lolo. I
Oh, he
got her.
will. He will.
All
I
right.
got her.
Okay. All right. I'll see you guys later. Night, guys.
Good night. Wow. All right.
No, we haven't pressed end live yet. Okay.
I know. Oh
Don't
no,
forget.
I see this red line up here. I see it. No, no,
Oh
no.
wow. And we yeah.
Yeah.
But I really liked the show. I think
I'm
that
glad.
I think we laid everything out. I think that we can. I think we could move on. At the point where on YouTube, if people hate you, they're gonna hate you. If they
You
like
too,
you, they're gonna like
Shawnees.
you. And if
Right.
you spend too much damn time worrying about who loves you or who hates you, you'll go nuts.
That
So
is true.
my goal is always just to present the information, give my side, and walk away, because then I have no regrets. So whatever the
That's
people
true.
have to say after all this or whatever, it is what it is. But I hope that you saw my balance between how I get and how I present it.
Oh yeah.
All
I
right,
did.
let me shut up so you can get your last words. We can get up out of here. I gave them the 3 hours.
Shawnees said I will mess you up about RNY envy.
I know,
Ooh.
Shawneese. I trust me. I get it. She's got
My
she's a freaking special forces sniper for RNY. Team RNY.
Team RNY,
I'm gonna start
absolutely.
hashtagging you to let's go. R envy.
Exactly. Final words. I'm glad you did this live. Because I was going to sit on my feelings for a couple more days until I was really able to process everything. But tonight kind of forced me into it to just say, you know what, just get it out. So I'm good. I'm good. You did present well. Like I said, I'm not above reproach. I'm not above rebuke, and I'm not above a conversation. I don't have any ill feelings towards anybody. Anybody at I'm not oh shut up, Shawnees. I don't have any ill feelings towards anybody. I don't dislike anybody. I'm like
With the beard is fucking.
and that's just where I'm at with it. That's where it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's good.
Now I'm acting like the cameras are off. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. I'm about to
All
say this
right.
red
Yeah.
live is still here.
Wait. Hold on a second.
Keep moving. 4 more minutes. You all right down there? I'm good, but this treadmill's retired for good.
It's that last statement. That is so dumb. Oh, I hate AI with a
This
passion.
treadmill is look at Jasmine.
Oh God, that is so sick.
I
But no,
can't
it
stand.
is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's
God,
gonna be what
look at
it's gonna
Shawnees.
be. I can't.
Everybody
I
but
can't
envy.
say, but I say, oh, can't. And at the end of the day, the day's gotta end. So I'm good. I'm good. You can go ahead and close out. I'm going to mute.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let Rick Reed get us up out of here. Okay. Shout out to Rick Reed. I appreciate everybody coming through, listening to what we had to say. Hopefully it was presented
Yvonne.
with some kind of hopefully it was Yvonne's
It's the
hashtagging
hashtag.
I love it. Shout out to Yvonne. You're a core supporter. You're always here, and I appreciate
Absolutely.
you. But yeah, Rick Reed's gonna get us up out of here with a PSA, and we'll see you Friday, because Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
Saturday we're not even gonna talk about it till it's over, okay? Because
Yeah.
Saturday is a very
College
special.
football.
It's a very special football game. All right, y'all, we're
Yes.
gone.
Bitch, nobody wants y'all. So get that in your head. I would never look at y'all like that. If y'all was half hittable, it would be only in the darkness, bitch. In the darkness and secret, it'd be about this time. If I ever slid y'all raggedy ass bitches through, it'd be about this time, and y'all got to get out before the sun comes up, bitch. I don't want my neighbors or nobody seeing y'all leaving my motherfucking house, bitch. Nobody wants to be seen with y'all. Get that in your motherfucking head, bitch.